Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I haven't been live. Life is life, and I am here with Estee Marie. So I'm back because she asked me to be back. So, hi.
Hey,
Hey, hey. I
what's up?
am so happy to have you.
I'm excited to be here. I have been getting back into going live because I was on it and then life. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, and by the way, those braids are popping.
Thank
The bra-
you. Thank you. They're fresh. They're fresh. Yes, yes. Okay, they're fresh. This is what I'm actually gonna do. Give me a 1 second, y'all. I'm going to turn off the overlay so all you can see is our faces today. Okay. Okay. So you said, Bestie, I didn't know you were a poet. And I said, well, I did. And it's okay. Cause I didn't know you were a poet either. And
you
then Brittany said, let's poet together. And I said, what? And you said paint. And I said, whoa, pause. How'd you know I was a painter too? It was so creepy, but so cool at the exact same time. So here we are, right?
right. I didn't know. Like Brittany was like, "You need to collab with Sharente. You guys are very similar." I was like, "Really?" She's like, "No, you need to collab with Sharente." I was like, "Okay." And here we are. Thank you,
Just
Brittany.
like that. Thank you. And I just hung out with her yesterday on live stream. We had a ball talking about shopping. So if you want to check out that live in regards to what was the viral stuff from TikTok 2024, check out Dr. Fashion's channel and look at the last live stream. We got over 35,000 views. So go ahead and check that out. Yeah.
For a second, I tuned in for a second, but I saw them empty boxes and I was confused. I was like,
I
what
saw your comment.
I was like, why? Why are they empty? What is happening?
Yeah. My mom just left my house. Esty is one of my friends. She's a poet friend. Okay. Don't get it twisted. Get it correct in the name.
Right.
Also, something that we're going to be talking about is how you see yourself versus how others see you, as well as I wanted to throw out some things because you got here. I know people think that they know me, but you don't know me. I'm just going to be very transparent here. You guys don't know me, and that's okay. And that's why we're here, so that we're live, so we can actually ask each other questions and get to know each other. At least that's what I thought we are here for, right?
That is exactly why we are here. You think you know, but you're gonna learn today.
Oh, yes. And then someone said, hello. Annyeong haseyo. Shrenti Emira.
Oh,
Shrente is my name. So I see Korean in the chat, so I was like, just in case, I'm just gonna make sure I say hello. Um, and Brennan's here, Dr. Fashion's here. You guys are all here. I think I also saw Cassie. Hi. Just want to say a quick hi. And so we kind of need your guys' help. So the point of this live is yes, for us to share our poetry, but we also are painting and we have no idea what you are going to choose for us to paint. As you see, there's nothing on this canvas. I have
it
no
is.
extra canvas next to me. It's just this. So this is where I need y'all help. What are we painting today? The whole point of today's live is like how we see ourselves versus others. Should we do two different sides where we put a black line in the middle?
Ooh, we could. We could.
We could. Yes, yes.
We
Hmm. Which paint mesquite?
could.
Have you heard of that before?
I don't know what that is.
The
Please,
fact that we both turned our head like this, we're like, what's this?
please explain. What is paint misky?
Please, last. Yeah, is it like paint the sky? It's a song artist. Wait. Oh my god, I just had poetry unit on Edgar Allan Poe. That, oh my god. The Raven is one of my favorite ones. Yes, it's dark, but it speaks to my heart. Am I dark? I might be dark, y'all, for all I know. I like it. It speaks to me.
Poe is what got me interested in writing poetry.
Shakespeare and him and Maya. Those three were like Get that out of here. Go ahead and be a poet, girl. And I'm like, what fucking do
Listen, it was Poe, and then it was Maya. Shakespeare, not so much, but I do appreciate Shakespeare's work.
It's Macbeth.
The
Like the
inspiration.
Macbeth, how I say the washing of the hand scene for Macbeth is like one of my favorites. It's
Okay.
maniacal and it's a different type of energy to be in. And I remember me and my sister just literally doing like we were reading the lines but we were performing as we were reading. And you could hear the different level of hysteria that she had versus what I had. It was
Okay.
so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See, now when you say it was Macbeth, then I'm with you. Okay.
Okay, we were together. Just
I'm with
making
you. I'm
sure.
with you.
Okay. I'm happy we're here. We're sympathical. Okay.
Uh-uh.
So let's see. So one said, why did he hide the old man underneath the floorboards? I said he wasn't right in the head. I said this.
There were things going on in his brain.
Mhm. I just here, I'll say this. Artists experience positive and negative, and a lot of people, especially online, only focus on the positive all the time, so much so that you believe that only positive is happening in their life.
Right.
So artists, like I said, you guys don't know everything about me because I've experienced a lot of dark. I just don't always talk about the dark, because social media, like I said, you're consistently, oh, she's positive, she's positive, she's positive. If I actually told you the going ons of my life all the time, every day, y'all would be sick of me and complaining
Right.
because that's all I'll be doing is complaining. So that's why you don't hear nothing. But that's just a little bit about me. Someone said album covers. Oh, hey, Brit Brat. Hey, girl. Hey.
That's why choosing joy is important because joy and happiness are not the same. They are
Different
not.
tiers. Happiness is here. Joy is above happiness.
Right. And you can experience other things and still choose joy.
Oh, yes. So I know for me today there was a situation. I woke up and I was in a place of I wasn't guilty, I was angry. And I
Mhm.
was like, I shouldn't be angry to the point where I'm as soon as I wake up complaining bright and early. What did the day do to me for me to complain like that fast? So I said, I gotta take it up a notch. What I mean by that is there's an emotional guidance scale by Abraham Hicks, and I will literally take myself from fear and victimhood, go all the way up to boredom, and then take it higher from contentness all the way to joy, knowledge, and freedom. And I do this because when it comes to any situation, you gotta feel your feelings. But someone said album covers. So, what album cover are we talking about here? Are we doing BTS? Are we doing K pop? What album cover are we doing? I have questions. This is me shaking on my hands because I just need to know what we're painting so we can get started because this is going to take a bit, y'all. Paint
Yeah.
this is not fast. This ain't be like Sharente, you made a design, pop it into the printer, print out in like less than 30 seconds. Nah, this
It
going to
don't work like that.
take a little bit.
It don't work.
Um, I'm gonna do my black paint. I'm gonna draw a line down the middle. And when I say down the middle, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do it like where we're in horizontal and like just straight down.
Cool. All right. I figured so. I flipped mine into landscape already once you said
You
so.
you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I just found this. This is literally like it's like styrofoam, and I literally put my paint on it like it's my palette.
Oh yeah.
Here, so you guys
I
can see it.
realized I did not grab a palette, but what I'm going to do is use one of my little 5x7 canvases as a palette because that
Oh snap!
turn into something else later.
Oh, you want? Okay, so Brennan, I'm almost positive this is the color of the album, right? Am I crazy? I'm almost positive this is the color, right? I think so. I'm almost positive it is. So I have the brat color since you said brat, and then what would be the here? I have pink. I actually have a lot of colors, but I have all the primary colors next to me. We have white. We have purple. We got some light blue, yellow, gold, and pink right here. Those are all the colors I have next to me, but I have all my other colors like literally off to the side.
Yeah, I have my colors like right here in this bucket.
It makes it simple. It makes it simple.
The colors. I've got a bunch. So, okay. So you said we're starting with a line in the middle, a black line in the middle.
Yes, because he's. Do you know the Charlie XCX album Brat? It's literally green that and it literally spells Brat on it.
I have no idea because
Okay,
all I listen to is like Afrobeat and 90s hip hop. So
fair,
I
fair.
don't know any of the new stuff unless it's Afrobeat. Like I don't know. So I know who BTS is because of my former students, but as far as like what their songs are or anything, no idea. No.
Here's the thing. When I was standing harder, I would have be so like kind of perturbed. But because I realized to love myself like they told me to love myself and Pied Piper, I realized that everyone has their opinion and that's okay. Oh my gosh. I am? Oh, I'm skinny. Girl. Someone just told me I'm skinny. Did you see that? They said she built like queso. You know, queso is like cheese, right? And cheese is melted. And when it's melted, it's super thin. It's not thick. So you should have really thought about that before you said it. But I'll take it. I'm skinny.
Ooh, ooh, thank
I just, I
you.
need y'all to know I'm extra.
Don't try it.
Yep.
Black line.
And thank you to Dr. Fashion and to Brennan. Y'all are so fast. All I see is disappear. And I was like, y'all are magical.
Okay.
Okay, so my question for you is when did you first start to learn you started listening and hearing from Edgar Allan Poe and some of the greats. My question though is when did you take a pen to a paper?
I had a creative writing class in 8th grade, and that was the beginning of where we are now. That class set me on a path because I was dealing with a lot of trauma that I didn't know what to do with, didn't know how to voice. And when I was in that creative writing class, and I figured out there was this thing called a metaphor that would allow me
Mm.
to speak about a thing without directly saying what I was talking about, it gave me like, oh, I can talk about this thing. And it was just that opened the floodgates to where we are today. Creative writing class in 8th grade.
Hey, that's what's up. So for me, mine started out of I had really, really dark thoughts back when I was a lot younger. I was experienced my mom getting really sick, and then we lost our apartment. We then lost our storage in an auction, and we didn't have a home. So I got into private school based off like being on the honor roll and a good student, and that was good and gravy, but they still wanted some money, still. So
Right.
all this is going on, and I'm feeling like I'm a burden. And I was like, well, what do you do with burdens? In a teenager's mind that is not really a teenager yet.
Right.
You remove them. How do you remove them? A permanent choice for a temporary moment. And so I told someone at school, they told the counselor called my mom. I had to see a medical evaluation. My mom was a therapist. She did an intervention, and my family was like, don't ever think like that again. And then my sister said, why aren't you picking up your pen and writing it out? That's when I penned my first poem.
Mm,
And it was, I think, called, was it Alone Behind the Mask? Here, let me take a look at my book. One second.
uh,
I
uh,
can have, yeah, it was Alone Behind the Mask. I got it verbatim. I was like, I remember it because it was literally like, you guys, like, I was at that point in my life where I'm like, you guys don't see what's really going on. I'm having like emotional turmoil that's invisible, and I don't know how to articulate it because I know she feels like she's drowning. So I know I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't want to add more to what's already happening. So, yeah, that's honestly like how I started. It was it was literally so I would not hear. I'm happy I'm here. I'll just say that. And then from there, I actually started writing short stories. And that was a lot of fun to get my mind away from being in and out the hospital. And then from there, I just paused and went corporate. And I'm back.
Yeah, like not having anyone to voice those things to. The only thing I trusted was my notebook. I did not know who I could trust with what I experienced because of, the lie that gets told to you. It's like, oh, no one's going to believe you. Because most of these things happened to me before I was 9 years old. So, like, process that in my mind. I'm like, what? Like, you're going to be in trouble if you tell somebody. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to be quiet then. But then all this stuff is happening inside me because I'm like, what? I don't know how to process what happened.
And
And
that's fair.
yeah, like all these things happened before age 9. I don't know how to trust people who are supposed to be trusted individuals because a babysitter, my older brother's friend, a boy who's a trusted friend who lives in the apartment complex. Like there's a lot of things that have happened all
And a
before.
lot of different things. Here, it makes sense. It
Oh,
makes sense because I will say this is that what I hear, how I'm going to describe what I think she's trying to say is unsafe touch. You don't realize what unsafe touch is until unsafe touch happens to you, or your parent teaches you, or you get that book from TikTok where that woman is really teaching children how to make sure they know how to communicate when something happens to them that's not okay to a parent, which I think is absolutely amazing and teaches a little bit about self defense. So that's why I'm like, I think that's what you're referring to. And I can say that didn't happen to me until I was 20 something. And it was at the hands of a doctor, which I didn't even anticipate. And I was terrified to even go to report it because I thought he was going to be at the emergency room that I was going to. And because he was an emergency room doctor, and I'm like, please, Jesus, don't let him be there because I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. So, like, I get it from that perspective of being an adult, and I was terrified to say something. But I said something because he knew that my body had moments where I would be in pain and I can't move. And he
mm,
took advantage of that. And the thing is that if he's willing to do that behind closed doors, I don't know how many of these other patients. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't want him, if there's something happens like later on, them to say, oh, he doesn't have history. No, he has a history.
yeah.
Do something, please. But yeah, I get it. That's why I'm like, my hands are up. I get it. But as a child, I don't even know what I can say. I'll say this. I experienced harassment as a child, like from the boys in my class and stuff like that. And I always go to the principal's office, the vice principal's office, just to tell them what's going on if my teacher didn't do anything. Because if your teacher don't do nothing, you go up the hierarchy. Who's the next in the hierarchy? The VP. After the VP is the president, aka the principal. So that's how I run. Like I ran up, okay, before I went to my mom. If I went to my mom, oh, the news, everybody was going to know, and it wasn't going to feel nice. So I did my best to talk to these people myself before my mom. I had to talk to them.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah.
I get it. I definitely get it. I have
So
seen.
that's why I was like, I will say, but I love the fact that you turned to the pen
I
instead of
did.
anything else to process that. You know.
I took to the pen. I I had other types of thoughts, but I also was too afraid to act on them. So what it did for me, I ended up living reckless in my teenage 20s. I was reckless because I figured, something could happen.
This
Okay,
color, you need this
so
color.
I need that color. Can you? What is this thing that we're painting? Because I don't
It
know.
literally is this color, and then it's literally you take black paint and you write brat. That is it.
Black paint and brat.
It's
Okay.
literally this green paint. You paint the half that side, and then you write the word brat in the middle of it.
Okay, that's a lighter green, so I'm gonna have to add white to mine.
So I just wanted to show you that. Um,
So we
I will say this to CJ. That's a very interesting question, as Brennan stated, and I will say this. You, whoever that is, they'll do whatever they please. I have no say in who dates who, whether their name is Cindy Woo or Cindy anything, okay, or Sue anything. I just it doesn't really matter. And I will say that maybe that's like a funny little thing, but at the exact same time, on a serious note, date who you gonna date. It's gonna be a lesson no matter what it is. Because for two or more, you will have a lesson in there. You will. Just matter of when and what the lesson is.
I think I get the joke, but
I do too, and that's why I said, you know what, I'm done. And that's why I was here. You saw me, I was like, I'm just, I'm done.
you
Um,
okay,
but
so with this green, are you using the whole one side to do
pretty
this?
much,
Okay. Um,
pretty much one side's gonna be that, and then we still need you guys to pick out the second
throw
side for us
throw some
as
words,
to what we're drawing. This
throw
is
some
very
words out
easy.
there. Give us some words, some shapes, some something.
Something more than this. Love y'all. I'm thinking of anything else. So, let me
So
see
you
what
have
I
your
got.
nice little wheel to kind of throw some. Y'all put some words in the chat. Sharente is gonna put them on her wheel, and then
Oh, I am. I forgot about that. Girl, I spaced
yeah,
about my wheel.
we're gonna spin the wheel and figure out what we're gonna paint. So we just need you to throw words in the chat. Anything.
Oh wait, pause on the anything.
Oh wait, yeah.
Nothing inappropriate.
Anything. I was like, wait,
And
no,
that I saw, and I was like, nope, 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 nope,
no.
negatory. Take it
Throw
back.
anything appropriate in the chat. Someone said recycle. Okay.
I was like, I see recycle. Okay, we can definitely do that. Let's see here. The representation of the digits of pi in art form. Okay. I'm just gonna draw circles, right? I just need you to know that. Because that's what I heard. Draw circles. Draw circles.
Right. You said pie, and I'm like, okay.
I was thinking radius, circumference. I really like this green color. It's making me happy. Like very, very happy. Okay, so let's see here.
Just broke.
Your what broke? Your brush broke?
My nail broke.
No, not the nail. Pineapple.
Broke.
You have pineapple as well. My question is, how did you break a nail painting?
I was trying to open the paint because I thought it was open and it wasn't. I was squeezing the bottle and I was like, nothing is coming out. What's happening? And then I was like, oh, that's why nothing's coming out. And so I proceeded to remove the little paper, and then there went the
Pop
tip.
goes the weasel.
There, there goes the tip of my nail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I can say I just did my nails after my nails started falling off. And let me explain something. Britt Brat, if you're still here, I got a story for you. Okay. If you're not Britt Brat, just still listening because it's a hilarious story. So, Sharenta and her husband proceeded to celebrate 6 years of marriage. And he proceeded to say, you know what, baby? We're going to go get a professional couples massage, which we did at my favorite spot. So they get to the part, I told this to y'all yesterday, where they literally start working on my hands. I had press-ons, by the way. You need to know this is a very important part of the story. Okay? He gets to that part where he's about to pop my knuckles, and girl, in the 2 seconds, he popped off two nails back to back. I was shocked. He was shocked. We didn't know what to do. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. The other hand, he avoided my nails like the plague.
Oh, oh Lord, that's Well, at least my natural nail didn't break. It was literally just the tip.
That I hear. I'm happy that it didn't, because that would hurt. That
Yeah,
would hurt.
definitely hurt. But okay, let's.
Okay, so someone says do tessellations. I've never heard of that.
So tessellations, it's basically like geometry. So it's different shapes that you are um, repeating in a pattern. So tessellation is like a pattern using
So like a circle, 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 square, 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 triangle, 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 triangle.
kind of.
I have a feeling I'm gonna need to Google this to make sure I don't mess this up. And I have a question for y'all. So I did the green background as Brennan asked for. What other color should I do my second background? Because we don't have a second color on here. We have green, but we don't have a second color. So it's green, black, and what color?
So again, because I haven't seen this album cover, it literally is just the word brat on the green.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm not personally going to do anything with writing the word yet until my paint dries, because I want to go over with at least another coat.
Makes sense.
And there's like four kinds. I can't believe I'm learning geometry right now on YouTube Live.
Hey, you know,
This is new, and I can say this. The only I think the here, this is gonna sound so bad and so dark, but I'm being honest here. So the reason I don't remember geometry, even though I aced that class, is because the professor decided one day, literally at a football game, that it was okay to kiss me on my cheek, and I was flabbergasted. So
oh,
I literally blocked out all of geometry that
oh,
entire semester.
oh no.
Yeah, people are weird. They're weird.
It,
Okay.
I just don't understand where any teacher would think that that is okay. Like, no. What? Mm-mm.
Child,
Listen,
wildin',
didn't do any.
wildin'.
I wouldn't do anything unless my door was open. Okay, you can't even have a conversation with me in my classroom unless the door is wide open because I don't need nobody saying nothing.
And that makes total sense to me.
No,
It does. So they said red or orange. I have red. I don't I don't have my orange on me right now, but I can get orange. I have gold.
we can make orange because I don't think I have. What is this? Two different reds. I have bright red and true red
Yeah.
and primary yellow.
Not you literally screamed. Okay.
White and
And
beige and red makes green pop out more. Ooh.
okay. So gold is nice. Also, so they want us to do Christmas.
Right, because I'm like red and green. That's definitely
We're
Christmas.
doing Christmas. We're making Christmas, girl. I because they
Man,
said red, green, and then they said, "Oh, gold is nice."
that's Christmas. Okay, so
That
I'm
say
Jack Skellington
less. I got red.
making Christmas, fa la la. That
Hey,
is
hey,
my movie.
don't start here, Jack Skellington with me, okay? I'm like, Bob.
Movie, okay?
It's a Christmas movie. It's a Halloween movie. It's an any time of year kind of what movie?
It's my
Yes, yes.
favorite between Nightmare Before Christmas and Edward Scissorhands. Those are my two top favorite movies of all times, with Sweeney Todd coming in third.
Ew. Mine's a little bit different. Mine's White Chicks. All time, hands down, favorite movie.
White Chicks is a good one. I can't believe
Yeah.
I got paint on my clothes. You can't see it.
Can we not? Because my mom was like, "You're not wearing your Mrs. Claus outfit. You'll get paint on it." I was like, "It's the logic for me."
Listen,
So I wore my GVM shirt that I have never worn before. So I was like, why not?
I just wore a plain black shirt because I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Hey, uh, I
I
wasn't
paint my
expecting
face.
to break a nail though, so it
You
happened.
never know when you're gonna break a nail. It's in the most inconspicuous and unopportune times that it
Right.
happens.
I figured it would have broke earlier when I was going through boxes and like
Understandable.
that makes sense. Opening a bottle of paint. Who knew? Who knew? That was not the expected time. But it happened. Here
The
we are.
time nor the place.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay.
So let's see. White and beige. All right, let's just go with this red. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody said recycle.
Yeah, I think that's the recycling hands. You know the arrows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to do them, so I was gonna smile. That's what I mean by blind, y'all. Out here, I'm a painter when I need to express myself. Nah, I do this for a profession. Nah, I just am me. Me is I.
I just have
Okay.
I just have fun with it. You know. All right.
Yes, yes. And it's relaxing. I can say is that when I paint, it feels good to release. Like because like I feel like I leave the thoughts that I was thinking like on the actual painting itself.
That's good. That's exactly what painting can do for you. If especially if you're like, I'm not an artist. You don't have to be. But there have been plenty of studies that have shown that 45 minutes of creative activity, whether it be doodling, painting, drawing, whatever it is, it actually lowers your cortisol levels in your body. So what we're doing right now, it's scientifically proven to relax you. Y'all, if you don't have a coloring book, go get one. Go to Dollar Tree, go get you a coloring book. Okay?
Five and below. Nah, 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 nah. Brennan, because you made the suggestion, we're gonna give it a try. No one else has suggested anything besides the recycle as of right now. So yeah, we can give it a try. I'm gonna need to look it up, but I can give it a try. I got my red down, and then my green. My green's still a little bit moist, so I gotta finish letting it dry. Okay, so let's see here.
While it dries, why don't you share a poem?
What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Sonnet, haiku. What are we feeling? Oh, I remember writing a poem about the Octomom.
Oh, let's hear that.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Wait. That is the high school. Why? Why is not that? Because hero was it tactless? Oh no, Ballad of Nadia Sullivan or Solomon. So I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna preface this way. This was a school project. Okay, I need y'all to know that now. It was a school project. I pretty much did all this by myself. Okay, team project, by the way. Okay, now with all that preface, let's go. Um, once an irresponsible lady that had hyperactive kids, but she wanted more, more, more. She got babies, she did. She went to the doctors for more to get what she wanted. She still wanted more and more. She is now haunted. Oh, mommy, oh, mommy, oh, mommy. You never gave me nothing. So you got 14 children. I ain't baby loving. And one, two, and three, and four, five, six, and seven, and eight. That's not enough. I want more, more babies to create. Come on, you know it's funny. If you feel the same, maybe. So come on, give up a holler for the Octo baby. Yep, that is 14-year-old Sharente, my
I,
Lord Lanta.
I love it.
Yep,
Rock
yep.
mom. She was like the talk of social media for a long time. a very long time because 8 babies.
It was a lot of children, and then it was like 16 and counting, and all those other movies started, or families started presenting themselves, and we're like, I'm just like, I have two sisters, and I thought that was a lot.
Girl,
Oh,
listen, the way my brothers irked my nerves growing up, and it was just two of them, and then my sister. Listen, there was only four of us. I couldn't imagine there being more. My God.
I'm good, and I know that like my sister's dad had like multiple siblings. Like my mom, I think, was one of nine or something like that,
Uh,
and he was one of 14. But my
Sounds
actual father was even less people than that. And I was like, okay, that makes sense on my side, on my dad's side of the family. But yeah,
my dad and my mom were from large families, uh, about 13, 14 siblings between them. So I get it. I mean, big
back in
family.
the day, it was a different story than how it is now.
Yeah, the cost of living.
Right there, right there, and you hit it right on the nail on the head.
Oh, a little different.
The
14
way
kids.
the tax code is set up.
Baby, listen.
So I get it.
A little different.
Okay, this is green. Next coat's gonna take a minute to dry because I decided to really lay it on there because I wanted a solid color
I feel you.
instead
Okay.
of patchy work. You have a poetry book too, if
I
I'm
do.
not mistaken. So here, let me see if I can find your QR. One second.
So I have a book called These Dry Bones. And
Mhm.
this book shares my journey from angry teenager. Because like I said, I started writing when I figured out I could talk about these things without saying exactly what I was talking about. So it chronicles my thought process from angry at the world to healing and choosing joy. Right? So let's find one of these earlier poems.
Take it back, 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 just like that, that.
Mhm. All right, so this is called Clear Vision. Um, like I said, I was angry. Well, um, if love is such a wonderful thing, why does it hurt so? If love is meant to bring such joy, why do we cry so? If love is so many wonderful things, why do we feel such pain? If it could be real, if it really could be, why does it never work for me? Tormented by everyone lost in love, I sit and observe the blindness it brings. Friends get dumped, obligations ignored, because yes, oh yes, we're in love. It's a bunch of, ah. I must say, I was blinded by it once, but now I see. I can truly see. I feel sorry for those who still believe, but happy that I'm no longer blind. And that's that poem.
It's hero. I will say maybe we went to the exact same creative writing class because I was like, that's how I set up my poems. How what? That's amazing. But I also like it because like we hero. It's giving hero. I have a poem called Clear or Expectations. And
Mm,
it's like we have these expectations that like really are like toxic. Like not everyone has to be in quote unquote love.
right.
Like they're allowed to experience like other emotions. And I can even say like when I dated my husband, we had like I think a very brief honeymoon phase. And ever since then, it's been work. It's been work. And it is what it is. A relationship is work. If you don't want to
Right.
put in work, you don't want to be in a relationship. Like
Exactly.
so I really like get that and I feel that. And so my question like was that one of like your very first poems, the fifth poem? Like how much processing did you do to get to where you were?
That was probably. like maybe the 10th poem or so. Um, yeah, it was a little after because at that point I think I had like my first crush and it was like it didn't go so well. Um so there was that. So I was just like I was over it. It was like this whole relationships are stupid and boys are dumb and yeah, it was a whole thing.
I think we all went through that phase though, and then guys is girls are silly. I don't understand them.
Right.
Like so I think that like that is like that
It's
that
normal.
time.
It's normal rites of passage stuff. Everyone goes through it at some point.
Oh yeah, and they experience that anger and like and there's nothing wrong with experiencing anger. You
Right.
just don't have to take out your anger in a dangerous manner.
Exactly.
And I learned this recently. If you close your right fist, you'll realize that you're going to start to get mad. But if you close your left fist, you'll realize that you're actually releasing that anger.
What?
Learned that this week and I was like, where was this 10 years ago?
Wow. Yeah, that would have been great to know. Many years ago.
Mhm.
It was
The more you know.
you know,
TikTok.
TikTok, man.
I
I hope
learned lots.
I hope they
And
don't ban it because there's so much information on there.
here's the thing, that's where we find out like the stories that were like, I can't believe you said that. You really posted that on the internet? You thought that was okay? But thank you for the entertainment. Like
Listen.
it's just I love TikTok, but at the exact same time, like I'm seeing now. This is just a random note. How people are, they're like, if you're a fake creator on TikTok, you're probably not going to transfer over well to like YouTube. YouTube does not like accept fake creators, and I was like, okay, and I was like, are you going to explain what a fake creator is? Because I was like, they're all creators, and creators create. So what is a fake?
Right, what
So I
is
was
a
like, what is it?
creator?
And they're like, well, the people that actually don't realize like you're building a brand and it takes work. It's not just a point and shoot, it's a point shoot edit, add special effects, add sound effects, add like do all the real editing work. Then you publish it out after you also determine your title, your thumbnail, what's going to be engaging, the description, the hashtags. Like there's a lot that goes into building a successful YouTube channel, and you
Right,
don't have to do all of that on TikTok. TikTok, you point, you shoot, you might do some basic edits, and then from there, you can just post it. And
right,
whatever it is, whether it's brain rot or whether it's like good valued content, as in they providing so much information, they're like, that's some goodness. Like,
I
and
love
so I thought it was like, yeah, that's what they said. And I was like, okay, but I understand that because someone that was like, I'm done being on TikTok and I went to YouTube, it was hard work. This has
it.
been hard work.
Yeah, YouTube is definitely not for the faint at heart. That is for sure.
Oh, I've never did this type of, okay, I found it. So this is what it is.
Yeah, those are tessellations.
Okay. I'm gonna figure it out, Brandon. You always testing me. Always testing me. And I'm praying that I can do it. I'm gonna try to do arrows and see. Oh no. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what pattern I'm gonna do. Um my paint's pretty much almost dry. I just need to redo that black line. It's bad. It looks bad on mine. It just looks bad. It's like wish you like here. I don't want to touch it because here I would, but I don't want to touch it. To
The
make
black line, you can just put it back after. Don't even worry about it. It can go back after the fact.
fair, fair, fair. My question is also for the testillation color. I think that's how you say it. Should we do gold for that color? Is that the thought process, y'all? Are we doing
Mm,
gold?
well, I'll use yellow because I don't know where my gold is at. So
I have a
Um,
bright gold and then I have a basic gold.
but we're not basic.
Well, sometimes I like to be invisible, and then Brennan says you have too many people for you to be invisible. So I'm working on it. I'll just say that I'm working on it. Um, thinking of anything else. Oh, do you still create new poems? Is there a
I
new poetry book in the works?
I do create new poems. I actually have two poems, three poems in an anthology that was published by Mama's Kitchen Press, which is a small um, woman owned press. My friend Kamari Carter Hawkins is the brains behind the publishing brand. And she wrote, or we put together an anthology for um, women dealing with pregnancy, infertility, and it's just a great book for women, anyone who has dealt with that. If you know someone who has dealt with that, it is called Sorority of Bereaved Mothers. And I have a few poems in there.
Yes, sir. I love to hear it. For the people in the back, aka the people that have no idea what the anthology is, because I do. Can you explain what an anthology is?
So, an anthology is a collection. So, it's a book that is not just one author, but it is many authors who have gathered together. It's like a cipher in printed form. That's the best way I can explain it. It's a printed cipher. It's a lot of different artists coming together to share their words. So there are many women who are involved in the sharing of their stories. I believe there are short stories in there as well. So it's not just poems, but there are also short stories. And it is really an awesome book. And if you know anyone who has dealt with any of those issues, it makes a great gift. I do have a link in my Instagram bio, and my social is the same on all channels. So if you go, I am Estee Marie, you will find me everywhere.
I love to hear it. And I will say I hero. Similar but not similar. So I created a podcast called Speak From Your Heart Show. It's actually here on YouTube. And it's where I interview women around the world and just so they can tell their story as a living anthology of unsung female heroes. And then I was like, I really wanted to expand the topic to I'm like, men have heroes, so do women. And they both should be represented. And I was like, do I do that in that one show? Do I make it separate? And then I overthunk it to not do it.
Oh,
It happens, y'all. It
it
happens.
is. But you know what? There's still time to plan it out in 2025. New content. Boom.
There is. There is.
It can be done. It can be done. But yeah, that is what's currently happening. I want to work on a spoken word album. That is something that I haven't done yet. And it's on my list. It's on my list. I'm like,
Oh, did you tell Santa?
I did not tell Santa. I don't talk to that man. Uh,
Here, I thought you did. I thought you had the hotline.
I don't talk to that man. Um, but yeah, that's something that I am. It's on my list. It's on my bucket list.
That's your bucket list.
Mhm.
Let's see here.
What about you? Another book in the works? No.
So Amazon KDP let me know that their develop program is closing out. So now I gotta transfer my book that I had on there to another like median. But that's like a, you guys are not gonna find this book for me. What I mean by that, this is not underneath my actual name. This is underneath one of my aliases, and you ain't gonna figure that out because I'm good at what I do.
Ooh.
And yes, I just challenged the person that's a researcher. I just challenged you. Yeah, I did. Go ahead, try to find it.
Try to
Um,
find it.
but anything that is adult content that I do is not going to be in my actual name. I need y'all to know that. And what I mean by that is books that are actually also going to teach you, but are also going to have real life experience, like a HBO Max show at the same time. And then so I do need to, like I said, transfer that stuff over. When it comes to like my poetry and stuff like that, I
Mhm.
have been coming up with new poems. And I remember performing one of my poems in my friend's poetry space on Clubhouse. And after my poem, my friend said, I have to make a rule now because of you. And I said, what did
Ooh.
I do? He said, you had sound effects. And I was like, well, I was looking for a real gunshot, and it did, and it made that sound. And the thing is that him and the other host, that's my friend, they are like police, like ex-police
Oh.
prison. So they had like, Sharente, you gotta warn us. And I was like, my bad, my bad, my bad. And that poem that I was doing was an anger poem. So it's like, and then sometimes I can say, like, when the poem starts in my head and I
Mhm.
start transferring to the paper, it breathes on its own, and like, and then it says I'm done, and I'm like, that was a lot.
Right? Right?
Okay, so Brennan asked a wonderful question, and the question is, what's your favorite kind of figurative language?
Ooh.
I thought you said metaphors because I was paying attention to what you were saying earlier. I was like, I'm almost positive she already gave her answer.
I did. And I'm sticking with metaphor. I was
Okay, so
I was thinking if there was another one on my list. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with metaphor.
I'm thinking I like alliteration. I also like acronyms. I also like metaphors. And I do a blend of all three.
Yeah, alliteration is fun, especially like in a spoken word piece. Like it translates differently when you perform it versus just writing it out. So yeah, alliteration is another one on top of that list because I do
Hmm.
perform. I do perform my poetry, so I gotta find ways to make it fun and interesting and engaging. And alliteration is one of those like ways to do that.
Oh yeah. And when you know they're, I'm gonna say this is not my real world. When you know they are a alliterator, you just gotta watch out because they're gonna get you with the 1, 2 to the 3 to the 4. You're gonna be clutching your pearls that you didn't even know existed. Okay, I got the first triangle on my canvas. I have to make more of these. Okay. Okay, how long did your project take, Brennan? That is my question. You like
Onomatopoeia is fun.
onomatopoeia?
Onomatopoeia is fun.
It is.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. Oh,
Okay. I'm almost positive I should have did this with the pencil first. But alas. Or a marker or something. I did not. Let's see here. Here we go. While she comes back. Let's see. I have so many titles in here. Who am I today? What is real? Somebody's answer. Playing with my heart. We are one, a lost friend, my selfish tree, leave me alone, what my family sees, what my mom sees, expectations. Okay, so while we wait,
Um,
3 days? You gave us a prompt and it took you 3 days?
my rubric wasn't simple, so it took longer.
I'm just gonna. I love you, Brennan, and I'm just this is here. I'm gonna this is my. I'm just gonna. Okay, so something about my cover. I actually painted this,
Oh,
so
I
that's
think I
not
saw
just it.
that on your wall the other day when we were talking.
It's on my wall over here. You can't see that one, but this is a painting I did. Um,
I love
and
it.
so you know how I talked to you about expectations earlier. I was like, I thought I'll read it since you coming back,
Okay. Yep. Yep.
and then I'll go back to figuring out that. Yep. And the name. Okay. So and then make sure I can actually talk. Okay. No burps, no coughs, no sneezes. We good? Okay, body, cool. Let's go. Expectations. Upset, depressed, betrayed, and alone. That is what I feel. God said that He will not give you more than you can handle. I didn't expect to be faced with two diseases that can never be cured. I didn't want to be right when it came to not being able to have children easy. I didn't want to feel insecurity about my body. I thought I was over my scars from my past surgeries. I didn't think someone who didn't know me would question my scars when they saw them. I didn't know the words, "Do you have a skin condition or something?" would cut my heart open and make me weep. I thought going to work was a mini safe haven. I didn't expect for a close coworker that I considered to be a friend and mentor to smile in my face and tell her supervisor that I am rude and need to be moved.
Ooh.
I didn't expect to hear coworkers lying to customers that we're supposed to serve. I didn't expect coworkers to not use their resources before trying to solve a problem. I didn't expect another close coworker to outright lie to me regarding them willing to move up in the company. I didn't expect for them to think that I wouldn't be happy to see them better. Expected that when all this happened, I would have someone to talk to about my life and think of one person that I could talk to. There was no one. I didn't expect to cry when my supervisor brought up a complaint against me. I didn't expect to go home and drink my problems away. I didn't expect to go on Facebook and reshare a post that described what was going through my life, but not actually wanting to pinpoint anything. I didn't expect to have suicidal thoughts again. Through all of this, I've learned that I need to talk to God more because He listens to me and comforts me when I have no one that I can trust enough to talk to. So, expectations.
Hey.
That is that one.
Yes.
Not you screaming. Well, to be fair, I had to make a separate image, then trace it over many times across the page, then paint over the which was really Hey, but you didn't even warn no sisters over here. You could have warned us. Actually, you know what, Ashley? You knew what it was. You
I
could
did.
have warned me too.
I did know what it was. I didn't think we were actually going to do them, but here we are.
They didn't say anything else.
They didn't. So here we are. Um,
Yep. And that's why I was like, I'm at least gonna do part of my page with them, and then the rest of it I'm gonna do different. I'll say that. I'll do half, and then the rest I'll do another design.
oh yeah, I wasn't going to do the whole half.
I was like, I don't think I have enough time in my mental capacity to do that. Um, and so yeah. I will say like that hero, that expectations when I was like, what job was that? I know exactly what job that was. I was experiencing a hostile work environment.
Hmm.
And so a lot of my expectations were not being met, but also I was self-sabotaging by people pleasing because I just wanted it to be perfect. I didn't want anyone screaming. I just wanted everyone happy. So sometimes you bring in something out from your outside into your inside, because I realize now as an adult that understands a little bit more about my spirituality, that I draw to me whatever it is that I focus on, and what with whatever bright vibration or emotion that I'm stuck with. So if I'm stuck on anger, I'm going to attract people that are angry. So I learned a lot.
It is definitely something that, yeah, I was going to say
Mhm.
something and then I remembered your audience is a little bit different than mine. So,
Yep.
yep,
And that's why I was like, in the name. And I felt it. And I was like, she gonna fix it.
yep, yep. Nope. But yes, essentially there's a lot that happens when you focus on negative. You focus on negative, you're going to get negative. You focus on positive, you're going to get positive.
And it's not like a mathematical equation. Negative and negative don't turn into a positive. I need
No,
y'all to know that.
negative and negative. I don't even know why that works in math because in reality, negative and negative just generates more negative. It
I
amplifies.
know.
So why does it work in mathematics? I do not know. I need some.
Like,
I need someone to explain the mathematics behind that. How does
I
that?
feel like it was politics of the mathematicians, if that makes any sense. They had a high society moment, and then someone's like, you know what? I don't like it because did you hear that from the Pythagorean theorem? The person that like invented that, they actually put a hit on someone, quote unquote.
What?
That's yep, that's the story that's on these streets now. And I'm like, wait,
What?
what? And it's because someone said, you know what? Zero is the absolute. And I was like, oh, which disproved all of his theories. And he wasn't happy with that.
Oh.
So what do?
Take
You
them
do
out.
that apparently. Apparently, I don't understand that, but yep.
Okay, so because zero is the absolute, we got beef. We got beef.
You know it was a lot of egos back in the day.
Ah, that's crazy.
It's wild. This is so pretty. You guys are gonna like what I did. I'm really like liking. You guys don't see it yet, but I'm liking what I'm doing. It's making me very happy. I don't know if I'm doing the what he said. I don't know how to say it again. Oh my gosh, say it for me.
Tessellation.
Tessellation. I don't know if I'm technically making a tessellation. Here, I'm gonna say it. You know what? That word. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not saying I'm not smart. It's just that word. It's tripping me up. English, man. English.
You got it. Tessellation.
Okay. So, what's one word that as soon as you hear it, it brings you joy besides joy? You ain't gonna get me on that one. I felt it. I was like, no, no, she ain't gonna get a cop out.
No, I'm sorry. I had a big girl moment because it was a food.
Oh,
It was a food. The first
oh,
thing that came to my mind was chili cheese fries, and that is my honest truth. Hey, whatever.
I can't even get mad at it because when you say that, like, I could taste that in my mouth.
I was
And I've
like,
been wanting chili recently, and I'm just like, I really want chili in the name. I need my crock pots back because I have them at my sister's house right
I
now.
was about to say, where are your crock pots? Why are they not with
At
you?
my Thanksgiving, girl, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's always production, and I asked my mom this year for jambalaya.
Ooh,
It was fire.
I bet. I
It's
made
gone.
I made crab mac and cheese for the first time. It was an
Ooh.
experiment that apparently was a hit. So, you know, maybe doing it again for Christmas. We'll see. Or
Back with another one. Hey, and K-Popper Pro says you are beautiful, and you are too. And thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Thinking of anything else. I like this standing table in my office. It feels good to have it in my office.
You
Technically, it means I have three tables in here. That's wild,
This
fam.
standing table was one of the best purchases that my husband convinced me to make. Um, Mostly because he's like, you don't need to sit on your butt all day. So he was like, get a standing table. I'm like, you know what? Sure, yes, I'll do that. Um, you don't have to fight me to spend money. Sure, I'll go buy one. That sounds awesome, and I did, and I love it.
I love to hear it. Sorry, I'm distracted again. Oh, someone asked a question. Brennan doesn't has never heard of jambalaya. So
Oh,
jambalaya is spelled Jambalaya. That's first. Okay. Secondly, it's a dish that you can put rice in. You don't have to, but it's normally with rice. It has sausage for my mom, shrimp. Um, what else does it have in it? I just hero. I'm just lost in the taste. It has some vegetables in it as well, but it's just really good. I like rice dishes. I also like one of my favorite foods is fried rice. So that's probably why.
yes, fried rice is bomb. Pineapple fried rice is by far my favorite. Minus the
Never ever.
You've never had pineapple fried rice?
I've had Thai fried rice with a cucumber, and that's fire.
You got to try you some pineapple fried rice, baby. It will change your life.
My entire existence.
It will change your life. I love me
Oh.
some pineapple fried rice. I had some, what is it? Shrimp and pineapple fried rice the other day. Oh, yes. It was so good.
It sounds like a blessing. It sounds like a blessing. And question for y'all is,
Very lovable.
do you deal with any issues when it comes to how others see you? Are you still at the place where you care about your reputation with others?
Good question.
I had to turn on the audience now. I had to turn on the audience.
I love it.
Okay, Brennan said pineapple fried rice is a very love it or hate it.
Yeah, and see, I also don't get the one. I get it without the peanuts. There are some places that sell it with peanuts, and I'm just like, nah, I don't want that. Uh,
I just went left field. Like it was going, it was vibing, and then like I was like deviate.
it
So
it happens. Don't worry.
we will see. We will see. Let's see here. So question, what do you like to do for fun that makes you very happy, but people wouldn't expect that this particular thing makes you happy?
Hmm.
I can give an answer if that helps.
I do have an answer. I'm just like, what is it that people would not expect? Because I'm like a nerd, so it's like I like researching. Um, but I don't know if people wouldn't expect that from me because I've always been kind of nerdy. So I don't know if there's anything that I do that people wouldn't expect per se. But yeah, I like to do research. I'm a nerd.
Hi, Norma.
Hi.
I would expect you to research because you're a content creator here on the YouTube space. And if you're not, yep, I'm just gonna say yep.
Yeah, you gotta research. Let's see what karaoke. But I don't know.
Karaoke?
I don't know if that's uncommon for me, but yeah, karaoke. That's my jam. I'm a big karaoke fan. Dang it, my mind.
What's the song that you have to sing for it to be a great karaoke night?
Um, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I would have not expected that. So, see, not expected. I knew it. I was like, there's something that we're not going to expect. I did not
There
expect
you
that.
go. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. That's the one.
Okay.
That's my go-to.
I'm going to be like the audience. Do you want to sing something?
Ooh, no, you didn't.
I did. I did.
Um, what would you have me to sing?
The
Oh.
beginning of Bohemian Rhapsody. If it's your favorite song.
I,
Can you acapella something?
can I acapella something? I can acapella something. What shall I acapella? Let's go with um. Because Bohemian Rhapsody is just that's like comedic relief.
Oh,
Yeah, that's. Have you ever seen the Mountain Dew commercial? Do you know what Bohemian Rhapsody is? Right, I'm like, so back in the day, there was this Mountain Dew commercial, and it's the song that got used in that Mountain Dew commercial. I want to play it, but I'm like, nope, copyright.
don't do it. Don't do it. You're not messing up my account.
I
Yes,
know,
I said that live, y'all. No,
yeah,
you're not messing
no,
up my account.
I know. That's why I didn't do it. I was like, no, we're not doing that. But here we go. How does it start? Uh, so the beginning of the song, it's like Mama just no, because I don't think we can say that on live.
Oh, well, pick another song. And
Yeah,
to
I was
Brennan's
like,
question, good, good. The Brad side is not really going to be the Brad side anymore. I kind of started the test. Oh my God, that word on that's yes, that word. Yes, it's
you
on the
started.
green side.
Oh, it's on the green side. See, my tessellation is on the red side.
I was supposed to do it on the red side, but paintings, it is what it is.
Things happen. Things happen, and we just roll with it. So that's what
One
we.
side's better than the other. I can say that. One was like a sunset, and the other one's like, "Hey, I'm a tessellation." So yeah, that's where I'm at. I will say, unexpected for me. What was unexpected for me when I told my people, I'll say that, was when I started doing pole fitness because of how that's a really adult activity. And I'm like, but I like it because it challenges me. And it
It,
lets me know I can trust my body.
it takes a lot of muscle control. It takes a lot of strength. Yeah.
So I can say that, and it's a lot of fun. Does it take dedication? Yeah. Do I have shoes now? I do. Have I wore them to practice in? Nah, fam. They is steep, and my legs got a cramping just by standing in them. Oh my man, they're tall. I'm
Just
5'2". They make me tall.
just by standing in them, you got a cramp. That's serious. How tall are these?
I will show you on Instagram later privately.
Got it. All right.
Yep.
Say less. Say less.
hmm I told here I share stuff with y'all, just not everything, because I don't know how old y'all. I am a first show. No.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, for me, I personally like it. And I also bought a whole bunch of outfits that are in alignment with making sure I could do what I do. But at the same time, that's also why I never post about it. Because technically it can be also seen as very inappropriate.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, but these platforms they be playing people. Because let me tell you something. I had a painting of grapes a literal bunch of grapes, and Facebook flagged me for inappropriate content with the painting of the grape. Yep.
I'm not even surprised because they sensitive.
I'm like,
While we're on that platform right now, but why lie? Why lie?
it was literally grapes, like a still life painting of grapes. How is that inappropriate?
You ain't gonna have grapes over there today. Mm-mm.
How is that inappropriate? I just
We're not gonna go there because some of these platforms have some very interesting pieces of content that how is that still up but a picture of grapes?
yeah, like literally on Facebook. I've seen there were body parts, and I'm like, how is this not being flagged? But my grape,
Child, I'm a flagger myself. I'm like, I see it, I report it. You're
but
like,
my
Sharenta,
grape.
you a mall cop? I am on the internet. I see something that's not supposed to be on there. I report that. I report that page too. Get it all the way taken down. Why? Because we actually honestly need the company to do the moderation. But if it takes us as users to help with moderation, do what you got to do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. But baby,
Because, child, not grapes.
the grapes got flagged. I said, this is a joke. This has to be a joke.
I've also got other things saying it was unoriginal post for actually like content that I made myself, and I'm just like, you know what? And this is Facebook, by the way, which is why I'm just like, if I grow there, I grow there. If I don't, I don't. Either way, it's okay,
Right.
kind of thing. I don't have applied focus there.
No, no, because why are my grapes being flagged as inappropriate?
And here I thought they didn't like Dionysus. They might not. They might not.
I mean, it is a literal still life painting, y'all.
But they're gonna allow wine, which
They
makes no sense.
they will they will allow the wine.
I remember making a wine glass painting. I don't know where it is, but I made one of those. That was a fun canvas paint night out here in Vegas. And they were teaching us how to draw wine glasses.
Wine glasses are fun. I like wine glasses.
Yeah, I totally went AWOL on one part of the painting, and it's just if I'm already unhinged, I'm gonna keep it unhinged.
You know, you might as well just Charente unhinged.
Da. But I still won't be like completely unhinged because no, actually here that's the whole part of I care about my reputation a little bit too much at the exact same time that I'm not also shy to talk about like real things that happen to people
hmm
or dark thoughts and stuff like that because I know for me that sometimes people tell me when they're going through really dark times and I will tell them something and then they come back months later saying I really appreciate you because no one was understanding what I was going through, but those words and you just holding space was amazing. And I know I'm able to do that because I know who I am and I don't have to change them for me to feel good about me.
Right. You should never have to feel like you need to change somebody else. Like, let people be people. Either the space that they hold in your life works or it doesn't. But you don't try and change nobody because guess what? You can't make people change. That is a choice that they have to make on their own. When they get tired of whatever it is, they will do what they do. But until
When
then,
they sick and tired of being sick and tired, they will facilitate a change.
all you can do is be there, hold space and let them know you support whatever decision they make, but they gonna have to live with it if it's a negative
And what she mean by that is, I'm gonna say this out loud. If you go to jail, I'm not posting bail. Okay.
one.
No, I remember my mama telling me that. She's like, Sharente, if you actively go to jail, you actively chose that. Like, unless like it really was like a wrong place, wrong time. Also, why would you be out that late? And I was like, dang, she's asking all the good questions.
All the things that would be like, well, this was completely avoidable, right? Like completely avoidable.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And that's why I was like, ah, wild. Um, oh, okay. So I'm gonna bring up another hero. I told y'all we're gonna have light and dark. I'm gonna bring up another, I'm gonna call it a dark topic, and that's like a trigger warning, just to let you guys know that's a trigger warning. An influencer recently passed away. Did you hear about Dominic Brown?
Um, Not sure.
Okay,
Dominic
this
Brown.
is the Disney influencer that passed away after going to a box lunch holiday party where they let her know that she'll be fine to eat the food, and she has an extreme peanut allergy. They said it was fine for her to eat. She started feeling funny, was hospitalized. Now she's no longer here. And
But
no
they
one had an EpiPen.
right?
Huh?
They knew her allergies, right?
Yes, and they told her she was fine to eat the food. So I don't know who lied to her or anything like that, but so I'm bringing this up because this is a really good depiction of who you are versus what people think that you are. Because she said I have a severe allergy. The other person took it as, no, it's not that serious, even though she knew it was literally make or break for her life. And she said something, and they did not respect that, and because they did not respect that, she's no longer here. And there are some people online that are kind of blaming her, and then there are some people online that are saying no, it's the establishment should have had an EpiPen on them, especially if they're especially if they like are having an event, they should have had a medic or someone, especially it's an influencer event in LA. Like there's certain precaution that's always like available, and then to have an EpiPen, that's also something that should be readily available too, especially if you know you have someone that has a severe peanut allergy, or you say if you don't bring your EpiPen here, you can't be admitted because we have to make sure that you're staying safe. So there are people also saying that, and I'm like, as someone that has food allergies, I'm at that like I don't blame her because she trusted them. I remember I've trusted people, and my neck is still recovering right now from face cream that someone put on me, and it broke out my entire neck. I remember being on live, girl,
Um,
and my foundation turned my face red. So when I'm taking off my makeup, I'm trying to figure out like why my face so red. I'm live streaming, don't mind you, and I'm freaking out on the inside. On the outside, I'm cool, calm, and collected, but on the inside, I'm freaking out. So like, why is my face red on one side? This doesn't make any sense. Found out they lied to me when I said, hey, is this like gluten free? Like, I have a wheat allergy. There was wheat in the foundation.
but why is wheat in foundation?
Doesn't make sense because wheat is normally like a thickener. So that to me doesn't make any sense. Like it's like a glue. It makes it sticky and stuff like that. So for
But
me, I'm just because you see me move my hands like this because that's why I'm like I'm gonna say this live. I have not said their name publicly, but the people that wronged me and the brands that wronged me and the brands that I will never do a partnership with, and I'm gonna say this now, and I have no issues being on the ban list. Estee Lauder and Clinique can go somewhere with themselves. Those were the two brands that decided to literally burn my face and lie to me.
not Estee Lauder. Oh no.
Yes. And for me, I actually like Estee Lauder products. That's like the wild part. That's always like I was shocked, and I let them know, and they're like, "Well, the person that did that, we're just gonna make sure they never come back to that location." I'm like, "But why wasn't she fired? If I file a lawsuit, you guys will fire her so fast, so furious to recoup your money."
Right.
So that's why I was like, I just thought that was wild, and that's a store telling me this. in regards to my allergy. And luckily, I don't, mine doesn't cause me to not be here no more within seconds. What if
Gee,
that was like that? I would not be here.
that's crazy.
So yeah,
Dang.
I,
See,
it is random, but it happens. And like I said, the reason I brought this up is because you have two sides, and she was a bubbly, fun-going person, and like I loved her content. And to hear that this is how she went out, and to hear that this was preventable and it wasn't prevented, was like, what? Just
yeah,
what?
that's crazy. Um, I don't know. There's two sides to it because me, just me being the person I am, I don't trust establishments like that. I'm gonna have an EpiPen on me if I'm allergic to something. Like that's just me. But if you've already warned them and you've told them, because like I don't know what it's like to be allergic to something to the point where you need an EpiPen. I don't know how much those things cost. It could be expensive, and 2024 has been taxing on the people's pockets.
Fair,
So
fair.
right, so her not having an EpiPen on her, I could understand it. Times is hard.
Or her forgetting it, because
Yeah,
I forget stuff all the time.
like, but if you've already let them know, I have a severe peanut allergy, like my food can't even touch where peanuts have been, and you tell me, oh, this is safe, somebody liable. Like, you're liable for that.
So that's where I here. That was the story. That was the story. And like I said, I just thought it was wild that that was a thing. And then as soon as it happened, they didn't make a statement about it. And you had influencers that went to that party that were saying, "I had a wonderful time. Oh my god, it was amazing." But someone passed away. Like, and then a lot of people are
They
jumping on
don't
those
know.
influencers.
Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, and like I had another hero, and I only saw one person that actually went to that event that said, instead of me posting about that event, I'm gonna let you guys know like this is what happened, this is what like was witness to, but I'm not going to post about how I had a fun time and stuff like that because someone's no longer here because of them not responding the way that they needed to respond. And so I thought that was pretty bold of her to like actually like really like step up and stand out and say something, as opposed to talking about how amazing that the time was, and how like no. She was actually being real. She's like, no, you should be like, there's a petition right now. It's actually on my link in bio. So if you go to beacons.ai // Sharente Carr. I had to think about it, y'all. Sorry. That like, how do I explain this? Like, I think it's like a second little section or the very top. It literally is a change .org petition to mandate all event venues as well as restaurants to have an EpiPen on premises all the time
Yeah,
available.
I mean, that makes sense. Have an EpiPen. Have several EpiPens. Um, at an establishment, a restaurant, yeah, have at least, 3 or 4. You never know how many people are going to come through and may have an allergic reaction. But especially if you're serving food, any place that's serving food where people can be allergic, have an EpiPen. Like, it makes sense. You have insurance, you have all these other things. Like, have the EpiPen. Just make it available.
It makes sense. And I
Allergic to
know for me,
with
I
my
remember one time, what was it? I had to go from one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. I'm not gonna say their name because I'm gonna say their name. PF Chang's. Okay, favorite place in the whole wide world. So I place a food order. I tell them gluten free on everything. I even say gluten free soy sauce. I said gluten free. Did you hear that? Gluten free, right? So tell me why they sent me less sodium soy sauce instead. And because of how dark it was, and I couldn't see, and I did not triple check, I thought it was fine. And I was trying to figure out why my stomach was having like a triple quadruple on me, if that makes any sense. Like, it was like, well, what did you just eat, ma'am? And I'm like kind of freaking out until like I go into like actual light and I look down and I said, are you kidding me? I called them and they're like, oh, it's our bad. We're sorry. Da, 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 da. I'm like, this is a lawsuit. You realize this is a lawsuit, right? Because I have an allergy. I've explicitly said what I said, and you guys were negligent. And there's a lot of restaurants that stay negligent. And I have no issue saying their name at this point because I've also thought about it. I remember them charging me extra for gluten free, but not actually like putting it on the receipt. So I'm trying to figure out where this extra like almost $20 is coming from, and it's because of the
Well,
fact that I chose
they
gluten free.
charge you. Wait,
Yes, they charge extra.
reverse. Pause and reverse. You get charged extra for asking
Yes,
for gluten free,
yes. Everywhere I go that's gluten free, I have to pay extra money.
but why?
Because it's more expensive to be gluten free. It really isn't when the wheat doesn't have to be in every part of your actual food. It does not. It's not required. If you don't know how to cook, yeah, it's required. But if you do know how to cook, it's not required. Like legit, it's not required.
I'm not comprehending
I
why.
know I've been gluten free for, oh my God, 16 years. And when I first became gluten free, like people were like, "Oh my God, like I can't believe you have that." And I remember one person, I remember she was a real friend. And let me explain what I mean by that. We had a Disneyland field trip, and she's like, you are not eating gluten, Sharenta. You told me you're allergic. You're not." She was on my jock, girl. Every ride, every location where we were stopping for food, is it gluten free? Checking with the employee for me. And I was like, okay. Okay. And then after that I realized like
Real
I had to
friend.
take it seriously.
That's a real friend.
Like her name was Natalie. I remember, like I said, some names I have no issues dropping because she was a real one and she helped me a whole lot with making sure I took my own allergy seriously, especially when I was going in and out the hospital because of me getting that in my system and then my skin having a reaction.
Oh wow. Yeah, I have
So,
who
yeah.
likes to eat strawberries, though she had a strawberry allergy. And so I would throw the strawberries away. Even though she would like to sneak and buy them in the dorms, I would just go in her fridge and throw them away. She wasn't my roommate, so she would get away with it sometimes. But anytime I went to her room, I would throw her strawberries away. I'm like, why are you still buying these? And you know you're allergic.
It's not even safe. No, I'm gonna be honest. Here's Brennan. This is gonna sound so funny and it's gonna sound so bad. My methodology is people reap what they sow. So if you do me dirty, you will be done dirty because you have sown that seed. I don't have to do all that extra with the lawsuit. And the reason I don't do that is because lawsuits take a lot of energy and time and money that where's that coming from? That's why I'm good. I'm just gonna let God take care of them. And I'll also say this is that I know like here are some people like, well, why do you just like still patron like PF Chang's then? For me, it's one of the only gluten-free spots that is Chinese food. So, and I also have like they also have a dessert. Like BJ's, I can have pizza and I can have the bazooki cookie, Red Robin, I can have burgers, I can have pizza, I can have salmon. Outback, I can have the steak. Like there's very few things at different places that I can eat, like legit. And PF Chang's has one of the most things that I can eat besides a Brazilian steakhouse that I can order from when I need lunch or a quick dinner. So that's the only reason I still eat them. I'm always super mindful of triple checking. And if they do it wrong, saying something. Because you're gonna have records and your corporate's gonna be sick of me. I'm just gonna smile. I'll look at the comment in a second. I want to get this down. I think I am pretty much done with my attempt at that part of the art. And I need to figure out what I'm doing on the other side. I've only been working on one side.
Same. My tessellation is Not that great, but hey, we're freestyling right now, so we're just gonna
We
roll.
are trying a new thing. At least that's what I'm saying in my mind. We're trying a new thing.
With it.
Is gluten allergy like lactose intolerant, or is it like you get hives if you touch it? So for me, okay, so gluten is a gluten allergy. Okay, let me 1 second. Okay, so I'm lactose intolerant too. So that's why I'm like, so lactose intolerance for me is a little bit different. Like lactose intolerance, I'm gonna end up in the bathroom like white chicks. All like the touching of the sides. That's lactose intolerance for me.
Okay.
Okay. Wheat for me is if you would look at my neck, I broke out in hives literally on my neck because the woman applied a mask all the way to my neck. Okay, I'm still recovering. I have like scar marks right here. So no, not when I touch it. But if it's directly put on my face will like burn, if that makes any sense. And then if it goes in my system, I will have really bad stomach cramps and constipation. And sometimes it used to manifest itself as like a boil on my skin. And now that I'm not deficient in those vitamins anymore, it doesn't manifest that way. Sometimes it gets my feet and I'll swell on my feet or my hands. Like it really depends. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't get glutenized often. I really don't. But when I do, it's just very few things that I notice. And I think it's because I haven't been ingesting it regularly. So it's not like as bad, if that makes any sense. Like it's not like a jarring experience.
Glutenized. That's
Yeah.
for me, and it's a new term for the day. Glutenized.
Glutenize. Pew pew. Have you been glutenized? No, I have not.
No, I've not. I've not been glutenized. It's a new term for the day.
Yeah, I hear my mom likes to call Sharent. I have my own dictionary called Sharentanese, and it literally is my own dictionary where I just have words that I have made up and I've assigned meanings to them. Glutenized is one of them. It's when you're gluten intolerant and someone gets you with some gluten. You've been glutenized.
You have been glutenized.
Yes. But some people get really sick and they end up in the hospital. So that's why I said like mine is different than someone else's. I used to end up in the hospital. I don't anymore because I figured out what part I needed to heal within myself and as well as like for medicines like what I needed to take because I was deficient in zinc, vitamin D, B12, iron, and there's like one more. There's something else. I had to take sea moss for it. Let's just say that. Sea moss has like 98
Yeah,
vitamins and minerals.
CMOS is a game changer. It will help regulate all kinds of issues in the body for sure. CMOS is like gold. It's gold for your body. If you don't ingest CMOS, go get you some. Okay.
Be blessed.
Go get you some CMOS. Get you some vitamin D. Uh,
In the name.
those are all very beneficial. Like, it saddens me to know that in America, most
America.
of the food in America is lacking nutrition. Like, they have removed all the nutritional value from almost everything. So you have to get supplements. Like, supplement, if you're not taking supplements, you're malnourished. I'm just going to tell you flat out. If you are not taking supplements on a daily basis, you are malnourished. You don't have the proper nutrients in your body for your body to function properly. And you need to go get you some. And I know it might be a
I,
little taxing on your
I
pocket.
can hear all the objections right now. No, I don't need to take a supplement. What is she talking about? I'm completely healthy. Not realizing that you're starting to get cholesterol issues or you're getting closer to being diabetic and you don't even realize it.
Right. Because sugar is in everything. Sugar is in things that you don't even think. It is in.
Can we not? I remember when I took sugar out my diet, I was mad because I was pretty much like I had fruit, vegetables, meats. I can't eat nothing else because everything else had sugar and I'm like, why are we doing this? I just want to eat.
And everything has sugar. Everything.
And I lost 113 pounds when I actually took sugar out my diet. And then I added it back. We see what happened. Okay.
Listen, what I have come to find out in doing my research, most people are not even, you're not overweight. Your body is having an allergic reaction to what you're eating and you are inflamed. You're not overweight. You're inflamed because your body is having a reaction to the food you are ingesting because it's not real food. And your body doesn't know what to do with it. So it sets out that inflammation process so that it can just protect itself versus, us eating what we actually are supposed to eat that has nutrients in it that will make our body function properly. I don't even know how we got
You
on this.
mean work, 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 it'll work? And then I would say the other one that came to me was great value, more like no value.
Oh
Mm,
my gosh. Yeah,
yeah, I'm a goofy goober. Please know that, y'all. Please know that.
yeah. So it's just kind of crazy because you think, and this is how people see you versus how you see yourself. You think you're healthy. You think the food is healthy just looking at it, but you know the reality of the situation. It's
It's
not.
lies. I'm eating lies.
You're eating lies. Strawberries actually used to be medicine. They had medicinal properties back in the day before the government, before America.
Mm,
And then there was America.
America.
I promise y'all. I was born and raised here. I promise you I was.
Same here. Same here.
Oh, America.
And this is why, like, now I'm thinking, this is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Like, Childish Gambino, like,
Listen, that music video was running through my head as I
same
was
here.
like, this is America.
Uh-huh. Oh, so quick thing, complete tangent, not related at all. Just gonna say that now. Just so y'all know, you're like, Sharente, that's totally not related. I know, but here we are. So, I was in the car with my husband and I was DJing like I like to do sometimes. Yes, I have many talents. Don't come for me. Okay, moving on. So he wanted to listen to Childish Gambino and he's like sang a song that I wasn't ready for. And then I was like, whoa, okay, you know what? You like Childish Gambino? Say less. So I turned it to This Is America. I start the very like beginning and before and I say, This is America. Don't you completely not like, and I ended like that course, and then I switched it to Not Like Us. It was a seamless transition, and my husband's like, "Dang, Sharenta," I was like, "I know, right? I know." If this happened at the Super Bowl, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
That's a good mix. I'm hearing it in my head. That's smooth.
It's a vibe. Like Childish Gambino, Kendrick Lamar, one stage on the field. Oh my god, it'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. Um, now I really need to like I need to write the word brat. Let me write the word brat so that this side is done. I'm gonna call this side a wrap.
You're gonna call that side a wrap.
Yeah, yeah. So I can focus on the other side because my phone has 25% battery. So I
Ooh.
have to finish this before my phone dies.
Must finish before phone dies.
Yep. So that means I need to underlay muchacha. Mm-hmm.
Underlay, underlay, mommy. Yeah, yeah.
Uh
Uh-oh.
oh. What's pumping? Okay, I'm good. Don't you trying to
I
get me caught
only
up?
listen to old stuff. I'm sorry.
Trying to get me caught up, man. Just
I don't know none of these new songs.
I don't really know him either, but I will say I can rock to Megan Thee Stallion and a little bit of Gorilla with Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay. Okay. See, I don't really know the songs, but I know the beats because they sample all the people that I listen to.
I know, and they're currently in
Petey
litigation
Pablo,
because of
right?
that.
I'm like, okay. So it's like I hear it and I'm like, oh, that's Petey Pablo. Oh no, it's not. Um,
They lied to you. Like you think it's gonna be something, then they start singing. You're like, wait a minute.
I'm like, this is not too short. What is going on? Like,
No short. It's called No Short. Okay, cool.
okay.
So here I'm good. What was I going to say? Yes, DJ Shar Shar. Okay. Yes,
DJ
yes.
Shar Shar in the building.
Like I have a lot of gifts and like a lot. And I will say this, and this is very not like my audience rated, but hi y'all. You guys get the real me. My family doesn't mind me when I bartend at like our family events. And what I mean by that is they're like, make me something. And I said, okay, say less. I'm not a drinker. I need you to know that I don't drink. Like I think I had wine recently, and that was like a glass of wine that went with my Italian food. It was a vibe. So I paired it with it. But other than that, last time I drank I think was like last 2 years ago. But normally I don't drink. So for my sister's birthday, she like make me something. I said, say less. I made her something, and her friend said, you are a bartender. And I said, no, I'm not. I didn't go to school. They're like, but yeah, you are. Did you drink this? I said, I did taste a little nibble just to make sure it wasn't gonna taste like nastiness. But no. But no. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
That is the
Anything else? Ooh. Okay. Have you ever heard of these terms? Big angry black woman.
have I heard these terms?
Yes, that term before.
Big angry black woman. I've heard angry black woman, not big angry black woman. But
Mm.
angry black woman, yes.
Okay. Have you ever been assigned that label?
Um, I've been told that I have RBF, and so
I
rest.
got it.
Yeah.
It took me a second. It processed.
Yep. 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 So I've been told that I have that, and I've been mislabeled because of that. And so people were like, "Oh, I thought you were really mean, but you're actually really cool." And I'm like, "Yeah."
I don't like that. It's a backhanded compliment. I don't like those. And so Brennan, okay, okay, how do I spend this? When we look like this, we get words directed at us that you might not readily hear all the time. So I was told that I was being a big angry black woman when I literally told this woman that I was trying to teach. I don't know why, like, you're not retaining the information. I've tried teaching you hands on with visuals by hearing it, like, and by you doing it, and like nothing is working. So I was like, I don't know if this is like an age thing or something like that. And she took that, I don't know if it's age or something, and ran with it. She said, this woman made me cry. So my director at that time, and you know what? F it. Her name is Faye. You can find her if you want to find her. I'm actually done trying to actually protect this woman. So she said, literally in a coaching, she's like, I hope you're nicer after you have surgery.
Oh,
And then I left to go have surgery, and I came back, and then who was scrabbling to get my assistance with processes? They were. They asked me, and I did it. And then I was off her team temporarily, and then I was back on her team. She that was a woman. I'll just say that. That was a woman right there.
wow.
Um And that was part of the hostile work environment situation.
What?
And the thing is that I never filed a lawsuit or a filing with the EEOC, because when you're being discriminated against, you can file with the EEOC.
Yeah, because for those words to come like actually verbalized, girl, filed that. Well, you know.
Child, mind you, this is also the job I told them that I was having those thoughts and I wasn't sure if I was going to come back to work because I was planning on doing something. And they told me, hey, use the EAP benefits, and that's it. They let me go. After that, I told the person that I was seeing, which was my husband now, but I was dating him, and I told him, I was like, if I go home or if I get in my car, I'm not. You're not going to see me ever again.
Wow.
He's the reason why I'm still here, not that job. That job didn't give a lickety split about me, and that's why, like,
Wow.
when people you see people say that job don't care about you, and those people like at Wells Fargo went to business as normal. That was in there for the weekend, just there. Did you hear about that? No. Okay, a woman
I didn't
passed
hear about
away.
Wells Fargo. I heard about Planet. I think it was a Planet Fitness. There was a Planet Fitness, and there was a body inside Planet Fitness in the
No.
tanning for the whole weekend. But you're supposed to walk the floors and clean the rooms. How you don't notice there's a body for the whole weekend? Yeah.
My thing, it happened at a Wells Fargo building too, the whole weekend. And I'm like, how did not the cleaning crew see that this person hasn't moved, or the fact that the person hasn't out? Don't y'all like,
Right. Like,
sorry, some things don't make sense to me. And so I say this to say this is that this whole point of this conversation is like, understand like who you are. Sit with yourself, because there's nothing wrong with sitting by yourself and understanding yourself before you try to really engage with others, because you are also the other. So yeah.
your relationship with you is your biggest relationship. That is the most important one that you got to work out physically. Your relationship with you. How do you talk to yourself? How do you engage with you? Because we are supposed to love others as we love ourselves. As we love ourselves. Like yourself comes in there. Because if you don't know how to love you, you don't know how to love other people. So you can't say that you love other people if you don't love you. Okay.
Well, you can say it, just know you lying to yourself.
Right. You saying it, but it ain't real.
Cause I
Yeah.
remember saying, I love everybody, I love everybody. But I was like, body, why do you hate me? And mind you, my body is me. So I'm like, I'm literally asking myself, self, why do you hate me? And I'm talking to myself and like, what? But yeah. But yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so Brendan says it's literally not possible for me to get racist jokes made at me. Crying at one point, it's kind of like haha, but it's getting repetitive and annoying. Yeah, and the thing is, the more attention that you provide it, the more that they do it, because they get the reaction out of you. So the best
Right.
thing that you can do is to ignore it, because at the end of the day, they're literally talking about themselves, because some kids' lives are so, oh my gosh, at home, that that's all they're thinking, that that's going to give them the love and the attention that they really really want, and to feel validated, because they're not getting validated or seen or heard at home. So I'm sorry that you're experiencing something like that, but the best thing that you can do is literally to ignore it. And if you know karate, you better ignore it. And you know any type of fighting, you better ignore it. Okay, cool. Make sure I made the face, because you can get more trouble than the person that doesn't know how to fight. I know, right? Responsibilities.
Yeah. That part is like kind of I feel like it's unfair, but I get it because you're a trained fighter. So, but I mean, if you don't say things.
Squabble up, squabble up.
You
I'm just
know?
I'm just gonna use Kendrick Lamar's words, squabble up. But I squabble up like Alexander Hamilton. I use my words in a pen.
There you
Please
go.
no.
There you go.
Am I going to like do like the Aaron Burr thing at the very end? No, no, I don't need to have a duel. I'm gonna have a duel with my pen. Okay.
Words and a pen. That is the best way to go about it.
What happened
It's the
at school
safest
today?
way.
Wait a minute.
Last
There was a
class.
fight inside the last class at the there was a
Ooh,
fight inside the classroom at the last class of the day. Oh wow.
what grade are you in, Brennan? I just it's flashbacks. Flashbacks are happening for me. What
I thought, I'm gonna guess junior year, but I could be so wrong. Here, I'm ready to be proven wrong right now. Is it junior year?
what grade are you in, Brennan?
Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I got questions and then multiplying. Okay, I'm not Greece.
High school.
Uh,
So ninth grade.
oh, freshman. Okay.
I had I figured you were either going to say middle school or ninth grade because ninth graders are crazy. I said it. Yes, I said
They wild because they don't know.
it. Ah, ah. Yeah, the ninth graders are wild. There was a school that I subbed at in Los Angeles, and I took ninth grade academy off my list of this school because I was just like, you know what? No, absolutely not. I will not subject myself to this if I don't have to, because right at this point, I'm a substitute and I can pick and choose. And right now, I choose no. Um, that school in particular, um, the police were always there. Like at 8 o'clock in the morning, they're pulling up to take somebody away at 8 a.m. Like, why?
They woke up and chose violence.
Every day they woke up and chose violence. So that was, took them right smooth off my list. Couldn't do it. And
It
then,
makes sense. I will say this. I went to some schools to help when I was a part of the Google Pioneer program that brought like virtual reality to schools.
mm,
And I can say that I was like, bless these teachers' heart, especially the ones that were afraid of their kids. And they're like, oh my God, they're so bad. And I was like, oh, no worries. I'm Sharente. Nice to meet you. And then I went in, and then they're like, how do you have order over them? I don't understand. And I'm like, talk with confidence.
exactly.
They can sense someone that's not in alignment. They'll like see a fool bump his head. Okay, he looked like a fool. He sound like a fool. Now I know what I can do to annoy them. They're good at figuring out what like gets you like to be ticked.
It's
And
like
for me,
they smell the fear. They can smell it on you. They smell the fear on you. I remember I went to one class. I believe these were the ninth graders again. I was still subbing at this point. I went into the room and they told me this is the beginning. First, I go to the office and they hand me the folder and they say, just survive the day. If you need it,
wait a
right,
minute, what?
right. That's the greeting in the morning. Just survive the day. If you need anything, security is in the hallway. I said, wait, what? What did I just get myself into? Right? So I go up to the classroom and the kids tell me, oh, you're here today because we made our teacher cry. We're not going to listen to you. You can sit over there and collect your check. Like, excuse me? What? Literally, that was the greeting. You're here today because we made our teacher cry. We're not going to listen to you. And so, you know what I did? I reeled them in. We had a conversation about life. I said, all right, you might not do this work, which, that's between you and your teacher, which obviously y'all
They
got to work
need therapy for. I
on
think teachers should have free therapy.
that. Baby, listen,
Free.
should be
It's
free.
part of the benefit plan.
Should be free because the things that them kids will put you through. She said smelling fear is crazy. It's true. They can smell the fear. I believe it I believe it with my whole heart. I worked in education for over 20 years. I
No,
believe
they can. They straight up can. And that's why I was like, and when people like tell me they're like, Trenta, you're just so confident. You're so confident. I'm like, y'all don't realize like there are certain things that I stay confident in, and if you can like feel that confidence in that area, it you can like you can punk like you actually confident in all areas, even though you ain't. Just smiling, just smiling, and also painting. Okay, I'm at 16%, and here's the thing. You ready for it? All I have to do honestly is go get a charger. But I don't feel like it yet. I'm gonna let it count down. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
make it
let
work.
it count down and make it work. All right.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I
Why
literally
is this giving Luigi and Mario?
because of the green.
I was like, come on, like what in the Mario Kart is going on? Okay.
It's the
Um,
green. It's the green.
it's the green you need. That sorry, you brought me all the way back to Princess and the Frog. Okay. Child, that entire soundtrack was fire.
Listen,
Like, you gotta dig a little deeper, find out who you are. Like, that song had so like that movie had so many good songs about how you see yourself versus how others see you. And like the fact that Tiana was like, I'm
man.
almost there. Like, and then she gets denied by the bankers just to be able to actually afford the place and stuff like that. And I think that it was a really good depiction of like how I see myself and how she had to develop that viewing of herself in order for her to love herself to then love Naveen.
Okay. And
Like,
she got to love herself enough and believe in herself to keep pressing for that building, for that restaurant, even though other people was looking at her like, baby, that ain't happening. But she had let their disbelief, their doubt stop her. She was
none of her friends, you ain't never gonna get that Dinah. They literally said at the beginning of the movie. And I was like, there's some hating people, some
right. Like,
haters.
block out the negativity, okay? Block it. Because what? You got to believe in your vision more than anybody else. Okay?
In the precious name. Okay. I had to reapply some red paint. I looked to my right and I saw a white spot and I said no. Because I thought I got it at first, but I didn't. So what okay, I need to figure out what I'm doing on the right side. What am I gonna do with the red? Hmm. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing.
What you doing?
I'm
Oh
about
wait,
to freestyle.
I'm not supposed to know until the end.
Yeah, until the very end. I was like, the whole point of this is you can't see my thing until the very end. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep.
And I'll say something that I really like dislike sometimes is when you have a paintbrush and then like it wants to catch strays. And you're like, I just need you to stay pointed, fam. You got one job. One
One
job.
job.
And
One.
also don't break off. Like this one broke off and then it's like I don't want you to have I want you to have a stray. And I'm like, no, I don't want to spray. No, no, no. Let's do this. Okay, so let's see here. What other questions can I ask you? Okay, were you into Lisa Frank growing up?
Yes, I am a color girly. I love the color. As you can see from my hair, color is my thing. I'm a huge fan of color. Lisa Frank was my jam. All the colors, all the stickers. Lisa Frank and Karopi and Hello Kitty. Like I'm that many years old. Uh,
Not I am that many years old. Oh my.
I'm Karopi Hello Kitty when Hello Kitty was actually a cat. Did you see that post?
Can we not? That cartoon is a cat. I don't understand. I'm not a cat. What do you mean?
I,
Hello Kitty. Kitty.
Hello, I couldn't even get it out. I'm still wait. What do you mean she's not a cat? She's a
Unhinged.
cat. I almost threw my phone that day when I looked at that post. I said, "This is unreal. How is she not a cat?" Hello Kitty is a little girl who lives in London who identifies as a cat. What? No.
Here's the thing, but also Hunter was the leopard and Lisa Frank. But
Wait,
that at least said it.
wait. Say that again.
The leopard was Hunter, and Hunter was Lisa Frank's first son.
Okay.
And how I know this is I just watched a Lisa Frank documentary.
Watched it. I saw Brittany post about it, and I was like,
If you watch it, girl,
watching
I'm
it.
gonna let you know this now. You might grieve your childhood again.
Oh no.
Like shyster. I'm gonna say shyster, mob level shyster to me. I just man, oh man, yeah, yeah. If you watch that, I'm giving you that warning. So don't say Sharente never warned me. I warned you. I said something. I made it known.
All right.
If you watch it,
I've been
okay.
warned. All right. I've been warned.
Still watch it though. I'm just warning you. Thank you, Dreamy Cupcake. Now you're making me dream of a cupcake. I love your name, by the way. Thank you. Let's see here. The fact that I'm doing pink and green, and I'm just thinking of Elphaba, Glinda, Elphaba, Glinda. I'm a witch, and I'm a witch. Which is which? Like, oh my gosh, that's in my head, written free. It needs to be out. Ah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, these are just commercials. I actually saw the movie, but also these are the commercials.
I
Oh, okay. She likes your hair. Dreamy Cupcake, or they like your hair. I'm
Oh,
saying they because I don't know pronouns.
thank you. Yes, yes.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Purple is my favorite color. um, it's pretty obvious when people see me. They're like, "Oh, let me guess. Your favorite color is purple." And sometimes I'm like, "No, it's yellow." And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes, it's purple." Um, like you can see my nails; they're purple too. I need a fill, but yeah,
Oh
I,
snap.
yeah. Neither here nor there. But yeah. Purple is my jam, but I don't like grape jelly. I just thought I would throw that out there.
I'm just gonna look at you. Give it to me. Give me the card. Give me the card. Give it. Give it.
I don't like grape jelly.
That's just like you saying I don't like watermelon. I'm like, what?
No, I don't like grape jelly.
Kool-Aid?
No.
Oh, give it. Give it here. Give it now.
I don't like grape flavored things.
Oh my man. Okay.
But I love grapes. I love grapes.
Then I have to ask you this question as I'm painting with green. Did you like Barney?
No, Barney
Fair.
was weird to me. Barney was
He suspicious. Suspicious.
very suspicious.
Among Us. Suspicious.
Very, very suspicious. Okay, Barney was suspicious.
It makes sense. Okay, so let's do this. Perfect. Okay, what else? Oh, this is already looking really cute. I need to figure out what else I want to do on this side. I have 11%.
Sharente, why are you like this?
Because I am. It makes things interesting. So if
Uh-huh.
I disappear, you know what happened. Just know I'll come back because I actually have to come back to end the live.
Right.
So yeah, if I drop off, you know what happened. But also, I do have my other phone right here, and all I have to do is open up the restream, and I can switch over phones. But what's the fun in that right away? Let this phone die.
Let it die, huh? Let it die.
It goes its own way. That documentary for what's it called? NSYNC and Backstreet Boys about Lou.
Mm.
I think Filderman, that's his last name. That was wild. That was another to me like wild documentary.
Oh my gosh, I have to.
Um, I've been on Hero. Dr. Fashion really has me on like documentary watch, but also they're very interesting.
I do like documentaries. I'm gonna have to check that one out because I was a big NSYNC fan.
If you're ready to grieve your childhood, watch those two in one day. And then you'll be fine because that's pretty much it as of right now.
Oh man.
Just trying to give you a heads up.
Give me the heads up before I watch it. All right, cool.
Like I said, I gave you the warning. Now that you have been warned, and if you should partake, just know your heart might break. Okay, it's just for a moment, and it's okay. And
Oh,
hey, Colder,
Coder, no L.
you said what?
I said Coder, no L. It
Hey, here's the
sounded like you
thing.
said Colder.
I did say colder, like the other side of the pillow. But that's what happens when I quickly look and I just start saying something. I didn't process it. I just said it.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. So right now we're painting. We're also talking about how we see ourselves versus how others see us. We brought in a lot of examples. Wait, have you seen Moana 2?
I have not seen it yet. It's on. It's on.
I need a bestie that's seen Moana 2 to talk to me.
It's on my list of things to see, but I probably won't be seeing it till the weekend.
Okay, we could talk then. Wicked 2, are you gonna see that too? I have to ask.
Am I gonna see who?
Wicked.
Um, I'm gonna watch that on my Fire Stick. But
That's
yeah,
fine.
I'm gonna see it eventually.
And that makes sense. Some people don't watch things in theaters. And I know for me that they both made me cry.
Wicked made you cry?
They both made me cry.
Oh, and Moana made you cry.
Yes. And who just
Someone said, "Can
Coder?
they ask for advice? Can they ask for
Yes. You can ask your question. If we can answer it, we'll answer it. But also know you're asking two random people on the internet. Okay. Just make sure you have that disclaimer.
right?"
I'm at 9% girl. 9%.
Let's see how this goes then.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because like I said, I know exactly where my charger is, and all I have to do is plug up my phone.
Oh, Sharente.
Mm-hmm. I plugged it in before this. It just said bye, bye, bye. I'm using all the energy.
Use it all. Bye
That's
bye.
it.
Yep. That happened.
Okay, sorry. I was dancing to imaginary music, and I'm just like,
Right.
okay,
It's just it bye bye bye. It was
yep.
there. It happened.
And it happened in my spirit, and I didn't want to stop it. Mm-mm. Now I'm thinking bop 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 to the top, da 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 da. So random, so random. But that here, I'll say that's what happens like when you love musicals and music. Like just random music starts playing in your head, and you're like, I didn't ask for you to trigger that song. Like,
It
where,
just happens.
what?
It just happens. When I was dancing and I was learning to tap, listen, you couldn't stop my feet from moving. I was like happy feet, okay? I'd be in the grocery store, just like, girl, why? What is you doing? What is you doing? Ain't no music. What is going on? I'm just shuffle step, kickball change, like just
It makes sense. When you finally figured out that kickball change, you could kickball change anywhere. Okay?
listen, okay?
It made sense.
It was a whole ordeal in aisle 9. Okay.
Not aisle 9. Isn't that where the breads are?
A whole ordeal in aisle 9. Okay.
Clean up on aisle 9. Yes, the child that has the happy feet is back again. I know. Where is her mama? He asked all the great questions.
Listen.
Oh my. Okay. 7%.
So this is just a countdown now. How
Yeah.
long is it going to take for Sharente's phone to die? We've been live for 2 hours and 16 minutes. Let's see what time the timestamp is before her phone falls off the live.
Yes,
Shaquan.
it will.
Shaquan, hey. I hope I said that right.
You said Shaquan?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Let's see here. The girl on the bottom with the struggle.
What?
I'm so confused. Do you realize you're talking about $800 glasses that you probably can't afford? That I got because I got to 100,000 subscribers and I wanted to like do what I do. As you can see, my reward right here. So what are we talking about? Okay. Oh, the question is in. The advice is here. Okay, I've been waiting for this.
I have been too. Okay.
You go read it.
I was talking to my girlfriend about her work, and she kept saying that her friend in the work is cute, and she just said details about him a lot. I trust her, but just saying such, I think it's.
I have a feeling he's gonna say I think it's weird.
Mhm.
I think yeah. Um. So all good. Layla. Oh my God! Now I feel like I'm saying your name wrong, and I'm sorry. Is it Layla? Is
It
it?
looks like Layla.
Okay, if I
Layla,
said your name wrong, correct me. I'm fine getting corrected. I have no issues. Just let me know. But yeah, please don't come for me. And I don't come for you. Like, I'm very kind. I just don't try me. Because Jesus. And then two, in regards to your situation, it sounds like she wants to have a work bay, and I always think those are funny situations. I don't believe in having a work boyfriend, wife, or nothing like that. Like a work anything. Like there should be you get in, you do your job, and you get home. There should not be work extra nothing because that causes like unhealthy relationships to form and emotional bonds. Because that ooh child, not that we're not even gonna get into emotional cheating. Cause Esty, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
listen, it's a little awkward. Um, but I mean, trust is necessary. She has said to you, she's made it verbal and told you like she thinks this other guy is cute. I'm It's kind of weird to say, but I mean, she's being
Um,
honest with you. She's having conversation, so that's good. It is inappropriate. Um if you are getting the vibes that she's cheating,
it
usually
might be emotional cheating. That's why I said
yeah.
normally when it comes to work relationships, sometimes it gets to the physical, but it always starts emotional. Remember, she's a woman. Women, you get us through our emotions.
So you have to think where what pause. How old are you? Let's
First question.
How old are you?
And how old is she? I feel like this is Reddit. How old?
How old are you? How old is she?
Because this will actually help us tailor the answer because literally age range does make a difference. So if you give us that, oh, I'm at 5. Okay, you know what? I'll be back. I'm gonna go on mute. I'm gonna go get me an actual charger. So you guys gonna go look at yeah, I'm gonna be on yeah, just give me a minute.
All right. Yeah, Coder, you gotta tell us how old you are. This will determine how I can respond because I'm not quite sure the response that I need to give you in this moment. And we are here, and Sharente is Sharente's gone. Oh, what is the time? It's 2:20. So what was it? It was 2:16 when I said we need to watch the time. So it was 2:20 when Sharente dropped off. Take notes, y'all. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think I have gathered all of the things that were mentioned in the live. I messed a little part up. Oh, no, I missed this one. So, Coder, if you tell me how old you are, I can come with that. And while we wait for Sharente to come back, I will share another poem while we wait for her and while I wait for it to pop off in the chat. So we were talking about, what was it? Tiana earlier and the Princess.
Princess and the Frog.
Yes. So I have this poem that I want to share. It's called Enemies. Uh, Everyone has enemies, but I have found that my biggest enemy is me, the inner me, the me that no one else can see, the me that talks me out of things, the me that doesn't like what she sees, the me that tears me down before anyone else can, the me who convinces me no one else understands. People will always have enemies, but I don't worry about them. My worst enemy is the inner me, the me that can't accept love from anyone. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The inner me begins to speak. Most people have enemies. My biggest enemy is the inner me, constantly trying to self destruct. A lot of people have enemies. My worst enemy is the inner me. And that is that piece.
Snaps and claps.
All right, coming right back to that, Coder. I wanted to share that as we were talking about Tiana and how she had to ignore all the people trying to tell her she would not get the restaurant. Girl, you ain't ever gonna get that restaurant. Like, your inner conversation has to be stronger than the outside forces. How you talk to you matters the most. Because she had such good positive conversations with herself, what other people said that was negative did not matter. So I want to encourage y'all, encourage you, make sure you examine your conversation with you. You should not be your biggest enemy. You should be your best friend. You should be your biggest cheerleader. So I just want you to evaluate that. If you are not your biggest cheerleader, think about why. Pinpoint that. What is it that makes you not? And go from there. What is y'all doing? We are taking suggestions that people gave us and we're painting them. So right now, we've got tessellations. What were some of them? There were color suggestions of green and red and what was the other color?
Gold.
Gold. And then someone said a recycle sign. And so, yeah, we're doing a random painting. I have no idea what Sharente has done. She has no idea what I am doing. And we are going to show each other at the end. And just so you know, Sharente, you dropped off at 2:20 because I noted it.
Oh no, my phone didn't die.
Oh,
I turned that off myself.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because y'all weren't going to see. Like, okay, so I have gift boxes down here. I have a Disney advent calendar down here. I wasn't trying to show you all that.
Oh, okay.
So
All
I
right.
turned it off on camera because honestly, I could stand, but I don't feel like standing because I'm at my standing desk. I feel comfortable sitting.
All right. Coder says he's 25,
Mm-hmm.
she's 26.
He's 25, she's 26. Okay. Here's the thing. It's going to sound so bad. Esty, I'm gonna get in trouble if I get canceled. You were here. Um, so I'm gonna say this because she's the older one in the relationship. I can understand why you have more hesitation because you don't want to be seen as a fool, especially amongst your peers, your family, and so on. And because she has made it known that she has a thing for this other dude, which I also think is very suspicious because if I'm dating someone, I'm not looking at nobody else. That sounds so corny, but I really do have blinders on. I'm not saying, oh my God, he looks so cute. And no, I'm not doing all that because why is my attention elsewhere? That doesn't make sense. So I would honestly, I'm gonna be honest and straightforward with you. Did you bring it up to her? Did you actually try to have a conversation, not a dictatorship conversation, an actual conversation? Hey, when you told me this information, it made me feel a little bit concerned about made me insecure in this relationship. It felt very like you were not happy. Are you not happy in this relationship? What does this particular person do for you that I am not doing for you? Is it that they're providing you more quality time? Is it that they give you random surprises? Is it that they give for you? Is it because they pour in affirmation? Have a grown up conversation with her and ask her what do they do for her that you can't do for her? And if she can't answer that, give her some time. And if she still can't answer it after a week, you know your answer. Is that wrong of me to say, Esty?
No, that's not wrong to say because it's just it's weird and random to just like how did it even come up in conversation? Like you're at home and it's just like, oh yeah, this guy at work is cute. Like what?
Or
I
they
don't
looking at Instagram being like, I like that.
I don't understand. I don't understand the context of it. Um and I just it's kind of awkward. But you definitely need to have an adult conversation. You guys are in your 20s. Um, so I would definitely find out what is going on. What are her expectations? Do you guys have an expectation for this relationship? Are you guys casually dating? Like what where are y'all? That's what you need to establish. You don't have to tell me, but you both need to know what that is, and you both need to be on the same page. Because if you are just casually dating, maybe you have to think about what her mindset is as far as dating. Or how long have you guys been together? Are like did you guys make it very clear we are exclusive, this is where we're going, I'm taking this serious? Like have you guys established that? Because if you haven't established that, again, adult conversations need to be had so that everyone is on the same page.
And that's some big facts. I know for me, when me and my husband got to date too, I literally flat out said, I am dating to marry. If you're not dating to marry, I'm not about to entertain no foolishness. Like I just letting you know that now. And he said, I'm dating to marry too. And I said, okay, we have the same objective here. Let's continue. But if he would have said no, and I also had a deal breaker question to ask him, that wasn't like to date seven. And he answered it, and he answered in the way that the person that I wanted to be with would answer the question. And honestly, it was about LGBTQIA plus. Like, can you accept our child if they come back? And they like the same sex. And his answer was yes. Just are not going to have the same sex in their room with the door closed and all the data rules. Which is completely understandable and normal. So, but I had Dilla Rake. So I'm gonna look at comments. Let's look at comments. No, I really shocked and I stayed silent. She tried to text me back. She wrote, am a little worried. I love you. I didn't reply to her. So
Y'all are
okay.
having this conversation via text?
Yeah, I was like, can we pause right there? This is a phone conversation because this is a heart conversation, and you can't really articulate the heart 100% on text messages. A lot of miscommunication happens on text message because also now I'm questioning like what was her inflection of tone that she was trying to take in the text message. You feel me? Like people's tone can be completely different.
Right. So
Also,
are
I'm
you
gonna
saying
say
she
that.
told you via text message that there's this cute guy at her job? Like I'm confused.
We're here. We're still gonna be painting, so just let us know. We'll be paying attention. I thought I broke a nail. I didn't. Thank baby Jesus. Okay.
Well, at least that makes one of us.
Can we? I already broke off my nails. I told you the massage. That was this weekend. That was Saturday. And here, I'll show you my nails now. Here we go. I just did them again.
Oh,
Literally
those are cute.
yesterday.
Those are cute. They're very festive.
Yes, 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 yes. That's why I said I'm a woman of multiple talents. I just don't do my eyelashes or my hair. I can
Mm,
for my hair. I choose not to. My eyelashes, I'd rather use just mascara.
mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got my lashes done one time and everything was fine. Then I got them again and my eyes started like swelling and I was like, okay, maybe it was just that glue. Then we tried the sensitive glue and my eyes started swelling again. And I said, you know what? Lashes are not for me. Nope, they're not for me.
Same person or different person?
Different person.
Okay, so probably what happened, I'm gonna be honest and real with you. Not everyone's glue is new, and some glue is not right, if that makes any sense. Why you swell up. Majority of the time I ask them to use the hypoallergenic glue on me, and I normally don't have any issues. And it also depends on
Well,
how they applied it to you.
we tried the hypoallergenic glue the second time. So the very first time I got my lashes done by the same girl twice. The first time we was
Question. Well, yeah, I have to ask this question because I need to understand a cluster or individuals. Two separate
individual,
things. Okay,
individual.
continue.
Yeah. So the first time everything was gravy. I was feeling myself. It was popping. It was great. Then I went back and I had to get them taken out. So the girl who took the lashes out for me saved my eyes. She was like, "Okay, let's try the hypoallergenic glue. Maybe you just did not like that glue that she used. Let's try the sensitive glue." We tried the sensitive glue and I had to take them out. I was like, "No, ma'am."
Well, some people aren't built for them, and that's okay.
Yep,
Mascara also works too.
that
Um,
that's why I said lashes ain't for me. Mm-mm.
we got more information. We're dating for like 6 or 7 months. We need to know if this was a text message. Was this a phone? Was this a conversation in person? Was this a text message? How did this get like communicated? And hello to my sister. Hello.
Hi, sister. I'm a new friend.
Do you know how like Hero? The thing is that they try to call me when they told Hero when they can't get a hold of me. They know I'm live. I love my family. I really can't make it slide so too much if I end that relationship because that reason. Here's the thing. We need to know how here. So the reason why we're asking about what medium that it came in is because if you had this conversation via text message, yeah, you'd have to have this conversation via actually talking to them. Person to person. This is not a text conversation, especially when we're talking about insecurities. We don't do this as text message because there's a lot that can get lost in translation. So much. So please actually have a conversation with them and let them know how you're actually feeling.
And then again, I will reiterate what Sharente mentioned when she first started dating her husband. She let it be known, I'm dating for marriage. Have you made it clear? Are you guys on the same page as far as your dating intentions? Those are things that y'all got to discuss. So make sure you have that conversation, but that's not a text message type conversation. That's a you over the phone, really in person. Like, but if you can't in person, at least voice over the phone conversation, FaceTime. However, I don't know, but that's not a text message type conversation.
It really ain't. It really ain't. So, like I said, we're not trying to like shade you or nothing like that. Is but also you don't want to break up a relationship based off a text message. Like, but because I wasn't disrespectful or nothing. It's just I like another person. You need to talk to them. You need to figure out what's going on. You need to understand their heart. But also at the exact same time, did you guys make the intentions known? If you guys have the intentions of being casual, of course they're gonna be having a wandering eye. Casual is casual.
Right.
Committed's different. Dating to marry is different than casual. So yeah, I wouldn't say throw the entire relationship over that. Um and mind you, I'm saying this all with the grain of salt of I don't know if there's any other red flags too. Because I don't know your relationship. So just from this one thing, I wouldn't throw the entire relationship like 7 months for this. This is a conversation and it can be worked out.
Yep. You gotta talk.
If you don't talk, you don't know if it's going to work out. And also, if you don't take care of it in this relationship, this in another relationship, and you're going to keep manifesting it until you react the way when it comes to love, which means that you're actually going to have an adult conversation and speak up for yourself and let that person speak as well. Not to speak to argue, speak to like listen to understand if that makes any sense. So you're not listening to what they're saying to try to figure out, oh, I'm there, and you're just holding on to it. No, you're listening to really understand what they're saying. Okay, they said this, but what do they really say? Because whatever someone says, they're saying something even deeper than that if you're really paying attention.
Everything does not have to be an argument. Some things are just conversation. And I know for a lot of people, if you haven't seen that before, that feels weird. Um, and it doesn't feel normal because you may have only seen arguments as communication and you think that's how people communicate, but it's not.
Arguing's not normal. It is not normal.
What do you
Girl,
say?
I messed up brat. Whoa, what did I miss?
The
Let me see.
part when she was admiring the cuteness of her coworker was face to face. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So just to make sure I got this right, because I did a quick look see, because I'm trying to fix something. Um, the conversation that they had was face to face, but she texted him
Because
as
he
well.
didn't respond.
Oh, he didn't say anything when he. Okay.
Didn't say
Okay.
it.
So she's saying the "Oh, are you good?" message. Okay.
Yes, that's what's happening. All right.
Okay. Now my question to you, Essie, is your opinion changed? Mine still is just have an adult conversation and actually communicate. Hey, like I said, state your intention. Like if you can do these two things, you'll understand if you really have a relationship or not that you want to build on. If you can do
Correct.
those two things.
Yeah. My stance still stays the same because again, what's the intention? Because you got to look at it this way. She's a woman, she's almost 30. Is she looking to be married? If y'all haven't established that, if you've never said those were your intentions, if she didn't say those were her intentions, maybe she's playing the field to kind of see who who out there is worth the time for me to take serious. So again, these y'all got to get on the same page. So these are conversations that have to be had. Um, and the only way you will know is if you have the conversation, because you assuming never does anybody good. So you got to have the conversation so you know where she is, um, and you can be clear on whether or not you want to continue putting energy there. If you guys are not in alignment, if you guys don't even have the same thought process about relationships, you will just be wasting your time.
Mm-hmm. And why waste all that time on something that you could have been doing other things with? I'm just gonna be honest and real with you. Like, for me, this gonna sound so corny, but I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I remember in my early 20s, I literally said, I'm not dating right now at all. I was living my best life, if that makes any sense. But I was not dating. And the reason was is because I was like, what do I have to offer a man right now? I don't have anything. I can't offer him my time. I can't offer him my heart. I can't offer him any part of me because I am focused on building my career. I'm focused on school. I'm focused on community building. I'm not focused on a dude. So I focus on my education and my development first. And then me dating my husband, that happened because of a blind date. Can't make this up. I wasn't even looking for it. And I said it had to be a group thing. And then she said, I have an emergency on the day of. And I was like, emergency. Emergency? Okay. But that's
Mhm.
how I got into mine. Mine wasn't even, I was intentionally trying to look for nothing because it happened after I was literally assaulted 5 months after. I wasn't trying to date. I was just trying to heal.
Our relationship was for an arranged marriage, or
Me?
no? He said the funny thing, our relationship was for marriage. So I'm asking you, y'all established that from the beginning together, or is this an arranged?
Did you guys agree to it both?
Right? Did you both agree to this?
Or was it like you said it and like and you never got a confirmation? Because that also will help. We're asking you this question so you can evaluate your relationship too yourself. Because, like I said, whatever decision you make, it's a decision that you have to live with. We're two random individuals on the internet. We're
Right.
going to ask you questions. We're going to give you some advice. But also know we're two random women on the internet. Okay, cool. Just making sure that's being said just a couple of times because I don't want to hear, Sharente, you ruined my relationship. I didn't do nothing. I'm a random person on the internet.
Don't know
So
from Adam.
Child. So I just want to throw that out there because there are people that will be like, I'm a relationship guru. Tell me your stuff and I'm gonna do this. And they don't know lickety a lot of nothing. Okay. And they ruin relationships. And I don't think they even intentionally try to do it. And I'm not intentionally trying to break up nothing. But I
Right.
do ask all those questions because I can say me and my husband celebrated 6 years of marriage this past weekend.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. His birthday's about to come up in 8 days. December is always a busy month because we also have Christmas too.
Right.
Anniversary, birthday, Christmas, and then his bro's getting married this month. So another anniversary, and then his parents' anniversary this month too. All the anniversaries.
December is busy.
Here's the thing, my love. Jay plays Roblox. I'm gonna be honest and real with you. The only cotton I pick is out of the medicine that I can afford to buy. There you go. Mm-mm. Am I going to say that? Yeah,
No.
I am. If
Mm-mm.
you wild in my comments, please know I will say something smart aleck right back to you. And if your feelings get hurt, I'm not sorry. And I'm not sorry because don't deal something that you can't actually like handle. Okay? Just gonna throw that out there too. Be mindful who you're talking to because I've done nothing to you. But you're trying to use a racist remark. For what, my love? For what?
To
Okay.
be a troll, to be a troll.
That's why I put my hands up like for what? Okay, so the brat. Okay, so how I mess up for brat is I use a capital B.
Oh, it's not supposed to be a capital B. I messed up too then because, like I said, I've never seen it. Oh, it's all lowercase. And guess what? I did all capitals. So there you go. There's that.
I'm letting mine dry. Like I literally repainted green over it like it never happened. My right side is done. It's happy, it's done.
I
I do need to sign my name though. I think I'm gonna sign it in the middle since it's black.
I
I'm gonna
am
use this other.
sitting here.
What
I
is
really
thin?
oh, that's what's missing. Okay. I there's something missing that someone had suggested that I didn't put in here. So
The recycle sign?
no, I'm doing the recycle side now. It was the pie.
Oh my god, I forgot about that too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, we both agreed on each other. We found a lot of common interests, so that's situation changed my mind. Okay. Yeah, just talk to her. Literally talk to her. Have an
Have
actual conversation with her person to person. This since this happened in person to person, you talk person to person in regards to this. Because the thing is, like I said, you don't throw 7 months away for a comment saying, I like so and so. Ask more questions. What do you like about them? Because the thing is that also, do you really know if it's a romantic like? Or if it is a friendship like? Because those are two different likes.
it I think it's the fact that she said this person is attractive. And so that
Mm.
that can definitely raise a red flag. Um I can say again, this is where you have to understand your person. My husband has told me that someone was attractive. I didn't take offense. I didn't feel no type of way, but that's because I know him. He is like my road dog. We have conversations like that's my friend, and we can change hats. Like, hey, are we talking as husband and wife right now, or are we talking like that's my dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to understand the dynamics of your relationship. Like some women probably hear that and be like, "Oh heck no!" Like that, but y'all don't like. Nah, it's okay. Like we cool like that, and I know he not going nowhere. So I don't take offense to him being like, "Oh, she cute," because she probably is cute. Like you know what I'm saying? To me, I personally don't take offense to those type of things. So that's why I say you have to understand where you guys are standing in your relationship. And if it's making you feel insecure, why? That's a you question for like
We got another thing. He said, "Now I just seen the message, but I didn't reply to her. I don't know. Should I keep it that way? To call her to talk or just no?
do not
You
text
have
her.
pick up the phone. Get
Call
off this
her.
live and pick up the
Call her.
phone. get off this live and pick up your phone and call. Come back after you done. We might still be here,
We
but get off this
might
live and
go
go talk to
home.
her.
Conversation, not text. Not text.
I
Yeah.
am sending you away from this live stream. Go talk to her and come back.
Don't text.
Okay. Please don't text back. It
Call
was a in-person thing. Okay, I'll just say this. You match energy. She said it to you in person, so you have to talk to her in person. If she said it to you in text, you have to deal with it in text. Do not deal with something that she did in person on text because you're conflicting the two. Talk to her. Get off this live and talk to her. Okay. I never thought I would ever tell someone to hop off of my live before and hop off of my channel. But you need to have a conversation.
conversations must be had. Real
Like,
like
because I think they're gonna be fine. I'm gonna be honest and real with you. I think y'all are gonna be fine. You've been live for 3 hours. It's not intentional. We're painting.
we're painting here and it's happening. We're giving relationship advice, all kinds of things.
We just
Coda,
here, man.
please go talk to her.
Please. I'm here for it. I love it. I can't do recycling. I don't feel like it. I just
It's
said no.
difficult. I'm just letting you know right now. It's difficult. I did it, and I'm like, yo, why? Why did I do this to myself? But
You know what I did? After I messed up, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try a triangle. They gonna get a triangle out of me. There you go. So
you're not
here's a
supposed to
triangle.
tell me.
Here's the thing. You don't know what else I did. Now do you?
I don't. I don't.
Exactly. So what did I really tell you? Hardly nothing. I didn't tell you how big it was. I didn't tell you placement. I didn't tell you size. I just let you know it's a triangle. Okay, that's it. That's all. And also because the inside of it looks like a triangle. That's why I did a triangle. Because I'm looking at it like right now next to me. And then you said okay, so it was the recycle sign, pie. Pie. You said
Yeah.
pie. Okay.
Well, I didn't say pie. I don't know who said pie. Somebody.
Brennan said pie. I
Oh,
know who said it. Like Brennan, I love Brennan has been with me almost all year. He's been an amazing moderator and I love him. I really appreciate like when people show up consistently and he consistently shows up. And so yeah, he suggested it.
got it. All
Yeah,
right. So
yeah.
this is his doing that I'm doing.
It is. He does a lot of things that people don't even realize. Like my Roblox lives, he took part in part of that. He asked me to come on live, so I did it. Like when you guys ask me to do stuff, if I can accommodate, I'll do it. If I can't, I won't. Kind of thing. Um, oh my god, pie. Here's the thing, I've been trying to only do the colors that we've already used. I haven't been trying to like defer to any other additional colors.
Oh, I deferred to one. Um, but yeah. So I have one
Okay.
color. Um,
No, I'm not gonna turn it that color. Actually, now me putting the thing in my mouth. I'm really thinking. I'm like my thinking cap's on. I'm like, what color do I want to bring into this? Because there's a lot of like, I want things to be stay proportionate. You know what? I'm gonna do it this. I'm gonna do this because I have a lot of this color still available. I can also say painting is relaxing. That's why I forget and I lose time. So like even though she said 3 hours, like it's been 3 hours, I don't even realize it's been 3 hours. Like my back don't feel like it's 3 hours or nothing.
I only realized because I was watching the time when you had dropped off, but didn't really drop off. And I was like, oh, snaps. That's like a long time.
Late. I was like late. I know.
Like, that's like a long time.
Okay, we're gonna add some more zhuzh to this. What else? Okay. Am I really gonna do that? Yeah.
You gonna do
Okay. I've been messy all night. So we're gonna also talk about Nurse Hannah. Have you heard of that about that on TikTok?
Nurse Hannah. No, I'm no TikTok. Like I have one, but
You're not living on it. Okay, cool. You have a life. I love to hear it. I really do. Now I'm being sarcastic. I say scrolling on accident. And I'm like, how did I? There's so much is going on. Okay, just
so
okay.
what is this Nurse Hannah tea? Let me know the tea.
Okay, Nurse Hannah, also known as 17 Diaper Lady. What I mean by that, she
Right.
said that during her postpartum, I know her disrespect here, she left 17 diapers around the house, and in a video, she picked them all up. Okay? And mind you, she has been known to say and said it out her mouth, she does not change the baby's diapers if they go number one, only if they poop on themselves will she change their diapers. Two, three, what she's in hot water for is not that. It's she already been in hot water for that. She is in the hot water for now. She posted a video of them going shopping and her putting something in the cart. The baby flinched. So people are now thinking that abuse might be happening. So CPS has been called on her multiple times. Yeah, yeah. And also, it's been seen that she'll say, I'm not going to buy my kid a jacket, even though I know it's like super, super cold outside. I won't buy my kid food right now because, yeah, I know he missed his meal time, but he can just go to sleep. So she is actively choosing to be not providing the basics that she should be providing as a parent. So
On
people have been
social
on her jock. Yes, publicly, thinking that people don't care about kids. People love kids and making sure they stay safe. So that's been the tea. That's the Nurse Hannah. If you want to know more about it, watch any of the commentary people here on YouTube. They will do a deep dive for you. I haven't had the time.
everybody shouldn't have social media. Everybody shouldn't have kids.
That too. Take here. Say that one more time. Everybody should not have kids. And if you don't want them, give them to me. I'll take them. I'll take them. Okay, I'm being serious. Like have
Jeez.
like that to me. I'll just say this: the fact that a lot of people are after that, there was an entire trend of literally parents throwing things like in front of their kids' face and their kids not flinching. So I just like, whoa, like that's just wild. Okay, we got some updates. We got some updates. She said he is cute when he gets shy and told me his ears get red and started talk about that she helps him and paperwork. Don't paperwork, don't know if it romantic and thanks a lot. Okay, okay, you're fine. That girl, so cute. Okay. Estee, this is completely okay. This is not something to throw a relationship over. I'm gonna say that now. This is not something. We thought it was something serious.
That
Let me
was
say what I mean by this. So, okay, I can say this. There are some like things like freckles that are cute. My husband does not have freckles. So if I see freckles on someone, I'm like, oh, that's really cute. That's adorable. But please hear how I said it though. Does that sound like I'm like, oh my god, look at him? No, cute does not. No, Esty, I'm letting you. I'm quiet. I'm quiet again. I can't.
that doesn't sound like uh I find him attractive cute. That sounds like little kid, oh, the baby's cute. It's this is why conversations must be had.
Yes, and that's why I was like, I'm just gonna be
Conversations
quiet.
must be had. So you know where people are coming from and what they mean. And I'm glad you went and had a conversation with the girl. Bless your heart.
Mhm. Not bless your heart, she did not, but
I did.
she did so. Now I'm singing like Cinderella song. I'm sorry.
Wait,
The
wait.
Brandy version.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see the last comment. Just talking to you guys relieve my stress. Thanks a lot. I will talk to her. Absolutely. Thank you that you came by and asking the questions that you did and being honest and transparent to random people on the internet.
Yep.
Thank you. That's my little high five to you. Thank you. Um, but yeah, that's why I'm like, for me, I'll also say this, Esty. I've been thinking about giving relationship advice, but also so all relationships are so nuanced that it's hard to really like be able to really give good solid advice because you don't really know that person the way that that person knows that person, you know. So yeah, I'm always hesitant.
You have to know what frames a person's mind, because if social media is what is guiding your decisions, ah,
Girl, I
all I
know,
can do
but
is hang
hey, at least he asked.
no, yeah, yeah. Uh,
Because the majority of the time they don't ask, or they ask someone that is, we're not going to speak that name here, but and you know the advice that will be given. So thank you for even entertaining us and asking us. I'm being serious. Like you didn't have to, but you did. So thank you. Um, I need to write Brat. That's the last thing I need to do. I need to sign my name and then I'm going to show you. How about you?
I mean, my brat is just, it is what it is. It's not correct.
You told me that you didn't know,
I've
and I am going to say this. It's fine. I am one of those like because I do know I have to do right. Does that make sense? Like if I didn't know too, I could do the exact same thing. But since I know, I have to finish it the right way. I'm at 21%. Yeah,
all right.
we're going up on a Wednesday. Okay, let me go back to Brat. Let me go back to that. Okay, you
Lily
got this, Tay.
said, "You go, goddesses. Love the dialogue. Thank you." Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I forgot that I'm streaming to LinkedIn too.
I saw the love. I was like, LinkedIn. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forget sometimes how much I open my streams up at if anyone on Facebook or LinkedIn that I have not acknowledged. I'm sorry. Hi y'all. I love y'all.
Hey there. Well, for those of you who don't know me on Sharente's audience, my name is Estee Marie. I am a multidisciplinary artist and I am a lover of all things art and creativity. I just wanted to introduce myself because I know there are audiences who have no idea who I am. I am a former classroom teacher turned consultant. And so if you want to bring more art into your life, holla at your girl. I got you. Okay.
I feel like I want to say I holla, like beauty shop.
I holla. I holla.
Uh-huh. And then she did that woman's whip. Okay. So absolutely, Lily, absolutely. I will say, this is even more wild, ST, that I now know that I'm also on LinkedIn because the person that I stated, that person's on LinkedIn.
Oh, oh
And the
yeah.
thing is, are you ready for it? It's okay. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, my experience is my experience and their experience is their experience.
Right. It's
It's
the
just an
truth.
experience being expressed.
Yep.
So I can't get mad, and it's not defamation because it's written
It,
down. I got
it's
records.
yep. Yep. It's what happened.
Oh my, look at that. So Lily is a creativity coach sharing painting as a process. I love it. That's what we're doing right now.
But
So we're blind painting.
we are blind. So if you're just tuning in, earlier in the live, we were thrown some words and we have taken those words and we are putting them to the canvas, right? I have no idea how Sharente has interpreted these words. She has no idea how I have interpreted the words. and we're going to show each other shortly once I figure out what I'm doing with this last little piece.
Girl, I'm almost done. So now I'm just about to sit and patiently wait. Hey, I just finished. I did one word on one side, one word on the other side. And I feel like this actually expresses me, like in who I am. I think that still came out in my painting. How
Yeah.
about you? Do you think that your personality actually came out in your painting?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still have to sign my name, so I still got time. I still got time. Oh, and I have a book. I can do another poem. Actually,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna do another poem and then I'll sign my name. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I'm here. I'm thinking of Lily when I am thinking of what I'm going to do here. Okay, let's see here. There we go. I'm going to end on an empowering note. So I'm going to give you two options to choose from. Are you ready for them?
Mm-hmm.
I will be me or light.
Let's go light.
Okay, this is one of my favorite poems. I almost have this one memorized. Okay, so this is an entire performance. Okay, I'm gonna let you do you. Let me get some water because I'm extra like that. Okay, light. Light makes the world go round. It's what changes day to night and makes people happy. Just by smiling, a person sends that life force, that side of them, to someone else to brighten their day. Light is the Holy Spirit that lives inside of you. It's the energy force that brings healing and positivity. Call upon it and focus it. God says that there is no darkness in him, for he is pure light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Be the light in someone else's darkness, for that person may have lost faith from what they can see. MLK once said, darkness can't drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Love is the start of light, because light is loving inclusively while growing greatly in happiness together. Be the light. Yep. That
Yeah.
is that poem. And I'll say this on a positive note. I love that poem. At the same time, I was told that because I did not have more angry and sad poems, that I wasn't black enough. I've also been told that before too.
All
Mhm.
poetry does not have to be depressing all the time. Like, yo,
But
we
that's the dichotomy because I know who I am. But when they express what they express, I'm just like, and then sometimes you'll question yourself. But since I know who I am, anytime I hear that, I'm just like, that's your opinion, and you're allowed to have one.
right because we feel more than just anger.
More than anger, more than rage, more than guilt, more than revenge, more than boredom, more than contentment, more than passionate, more than enthusiasm, more than we have so many emotions. It's kind of unreal, especially when you look at like your basic emotions and then how they tie together to turn into another emotion. You have your core emotions and then you have your secondary emotions, and then you have your third emotions. It's
Right.
wild. It's wild. But
Mm,
emotions are just emotions.
right. And we can feel all
Lily, I do my best.
we can
I'm gonna
feel
say this.
feels.
She said, "Don't listen to the haters," and I was like, "I do my best not to." At the same time, I also don't mind addressing it and also pointing out as an example, because at the end of the day, I know that I am here for the purpose to create the dreams that I've always wanted to see in this reality for me. And I'm actively working towards that every single day, and choosing to focus on the positive, which sometimes means that I don't hang out with everybody. And I'm okay with that because I don't need to sit at everybody's table to realize that I deserve to have my own table. So, and they can sit at mine.
Make the table.
Make a plane. I remember one person like, she doesn't want to sit at our table. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't. Because you want me to do the way that you want me to do, and I don't can't be myself. I just want to be me.
Right. I gotta be me.
Me, myself, and I. Love that you are the universe, you are the light, you are sovereign, you are free, you get to choose. Absolutely. Here you go. You sounded like a little bit like Abraham Hicks. Do you like Abraham Hicks? Did I find another Abraham Hicks bestie? Wait a minute. We're gonna pause. Do you listen to her? Okay. No, I mean like there's certain like people that I'm like, if you people listen like to Wayne Dwyer or Joe Dispenza or Eckhart Tolle, I love having conversations with people that like read and like absorb that type of information. And that's only because like that's not the typical conversation that people have. It's like, how are you? Did you buy anything new? Stuff like that. Did you read something good? Yeah, I did. That yes, I knew it. I felt it. Energy recognizes energy. And I recognize that energy within you. And I'll also say this, I brought up the emotional guidance scale earlier because I love that thing, and it helps me, like when I say like it helps me for so much, because a lot of people don't realize like if you feel the feeling about that said topic all the way up to appreciation and you can stay there, you are already at the solution. It's just a matter of timing as to when it's going to be to you. Yes, going to see Dr. Joe. What? That's what's up. I think that's so cool. Have so much fun and co-creation. That's going to be amazing. Oh, I love to hear it. I really love to hear it. Come on, Sharente. You can put your name down. Okay. I'm finished. My hands are up.
Your hands are.
Have you read Force versus Power? No, I have not read that one. I have not. But I am going to put it on my list since you actually brought it up. So let me put it on my phone really fast. Book four. Oh, wait, she said power versus force. Power versus force. Say less. I'll watch it. As in, I'll listen to it. Um, because normally I listen to books, and then sometimes I have to get the book to literally listen to it as it's in my hand and highlight, like I'm actually in class. Because I learn in all three different ways, and if I really need the information to stick, I get that book in my hands. And if it's only by the hands, I'm gonna get it soon so I can actually read it. Because I have a one about leadership and self-sabotage that I really want to read as well. And I started reading and then I put it down. I need to pick it back up. Victory, hands up, so many great books, so little. Oh my gosh, yes. Like I will say, I know I have read over 50 books this year. I read a lot and I read very fast. And I say this to say that I've slowed down because I haven't been applying all the lessons and all the books that I've been reading. And because I haven't, I was like, what's the point of reading the book? It's just like fiction, unless I actually am doing something with it.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Books I have gone through like 3 times, and I'm still going through again. The Body Keeps Score is one that I am continuously going through because it's so hefty. There's so much in there.
Oh, question. Did you read My Body Is Not an Apology? Because that book made me cry. I still haven't finished it yet because every time I go to it, I have more like healing to do.
My Body's Not an Apology.
Yes, girl, that one right there, it's an amazing read.
I'm gonna
Um,
check that one out.
so let me catch up. I love highlighting, underlining, and I don't even know what that means. Doe gearing? Mhm. Don't know what that one means. Have you read Positive Intelligence? So this is gonna sound so corny. I actually started to become a positive intelligence coach. I studied with him. I understand the judge and the ways that you self-sabotage, which can be the hyperachiever, the stickler, as well as the one that's really stuck to people pleasing and so on. And I will say like that, I always recommend people like knowing how they're self-sabotaging and if they're above their tipping point to ensure like they're manifesting what they want to actually bring into their reality. Or where are they on that positive and negative ratio? So I didn't read the book, but I did start the coaching with them. I finished their entire grant program and then I did it for a couple of months and then I stopped because I was like, I need to still process this before I really coach people on this concept. Um, so knowing and not doing is the same as not knowing. Ooh, just ooh.
Well then,
Mm-hmm.
Mike,
Peter be dropping bars.
Mike drop.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, so I added more to my painting. When I have more time, I do more, if that makes any sense. And that's I was like, I need to know when you're done so I can stop because I'm gonna probably keep adding until
I'm done. I'm done.
okay, so let me finish. Give me 1 second. I'm putting my little highlights on the side. Did you sign yours yet?
No, let me do that. Let me do that.
I was like, I can't show you until you sign yours.
Sure.
So she said, just to catch up, so I can get yay, the pleaser, the controller for 70% of the tipping point. Great investigation. The body does keep score all the history of our existence. Snap. It does keep score, and you can activate different parts of your DNA if you really decide you're going to focus there. Um, there's a lot. Like if I don't want to teach a class on quantum like jumping or anything like that, but all that stuff, y'all should listen to it just a little bit because some of it, I'm just gonna say, I like the reality I'm currently in, and it's the reality I chose because we have choices. We have more choices than you realize. So I love it. There is no finish line until you die. You can always add another layer, like an onion, in the name, which means you can cry too. And there's nothing wrong with crying either. Yes, yes.
Ooh,
Um,
one. I had to
huh?
learn. I said I had to learn that one. I did not do tears. That was not a thing for me. I
Oh,
used
me
to see
too.
that as a huge sign of weakness, and I was like, yeah, no, we don't
I had
cry.
to raise my hand because you can't see me. I was like, I did the exact same thing. I was like, tears are for weak people. And this is me in my teenage years saying this.
Oh, this was me in my 20s. I was like, nah, we don't do that right here. We don't do that around here, okay? Oh, but I had to learn.
Okay, I'm picking mine up. Okay, I'm gonna let you do whatever you're gonna do, and right now I'm also gonna do some fixes. You know when you pick something up and you're like, there's just completely missing areas up here. And if I would have known, I would have filled this in earlier. Okay, that's done. Let me clean this up really fast. Whenever you want to do this again, let me know. Cause I'm down to do this again.
This was fun. I
I
enjoyed.
had a lot of fun. Like, and the thing is that it was very relaxing, and I need to actually like do my painting more often.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, husband. My husband came in. He gave me some M&Ms, and I love him because he knows what's on my heart. I'll get off. I love you too, Lily. Have a great day and happy holidays. Mwah! Bye.
Happy holidays.
And I'll say I don't mind active engagement. It literally helps with conversations, and I try my best not to. script too much because I don't think y'all like it when I script a lot in my lives. So if y'all ask questions, we're willing to answer.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm almost done fixing what I need to fix so I can show you my painting. When I literally say I messed up the top part, as in I did not finish the top part, um, girl, things are missing.
Uh,
That's all I'm gonna say. Areas you just see white, and I'm like, the whole point of this was to have the entire canvas covered. So
right.
let me just finish. Okay, I think I am ready to show you mine. Are you ready to show me yours?
I am.
Girl, I know you're like, Sharenta, you're still doing fine. I am still doing fine.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Because I saw more of the white parts. And I really don't like that when I'm using a canvas. I don't want to see the edges. Okay, ready? One,
Oh.
two, three. That's so pretty. I love it. She did that, y'all. She did that.
I tried to get everything that they said. I love yours. Ooh. Wait, is that is that a metallic purple or it's a pink?
It's a pink.
Okay. I'm like, it's cute. It's giving purple, but I like it.
Thank
Um,
you.
I got the recycle, the tessellation,
Mm-hmm.
uh, pie. I just went with circles and radiuses. I was like, I don't know. And then the
It
black.
makes sense. It makes sense. So I'll say this. So I'm going to just quickly describe this, and you'll describe yours, and then we'll close out. So how I think that this reflects me is because yes, Brennan chose the Brat album. Yes, we can be seen as a brat sometimes, and we can normally be seen as a brat when you're envious, which is also green, which I thought was pretty interesting. And that's technically the negative side of us. But also, if you see, I cross over and I go from the green to the red. And the red is where I love, where my heart is, where I am secure in the knowledge that I'm going to be okay. And that, as you see, I go from my heart chakra to the gold chakra to the ultimate love chakra because love is really pink, not red. It's a mixture of white and red. So, yeah, this is me. Little
Very
lesson.
cute. So I have the brat, which I didn't know was supposed to be lowercase. And the recycle works and how this represents me. We tend to recycle things. We can end up going through cycles if we allow ourselves to stay in this bratty state of mind. If you stay there, you will recycle the same cycles that you don't want to be in. You will end up staying there and going through until you learn how to feel the feels, but not let these feels overtake you. Okay? You can't let them overtake you. You have to be able to allow them to circle through and move on. That's why the circle is moving on. Circle through, move on. And then we are systematic. Tessellations, I love tessellations because they're patterns. We are people of patterns. We move in patterns. Even though we don't necessarily recognize the patterns all the time, we are people who move in patterns. And then what do you pattern yourself after? I choose to pattern myself after the Spirit of the Lord. So I choose to follow the pattern that is set for me in that way. So there is this pattern here with the tessellation. There's a diamond because diamonds are forged in
Fire.
yes. You gotta go through a lot to get a diamond, and the life that I have lived. Listen, honey, listen.
Shine bright like a diamond.
I got to. I got to. Yeah, so that's where this is. So this me. Yeah.
I love it. Okay. So I just want to close out by saying this is that one, I love when I go live because we can have real life bestie conversations no matter what medium I'm on. Whether I'm talking to you on LinkedIn, whether I'm talking to you on Facebook, or we're talking to you on Amazon Live, or we're talking to you on YouTube. Okay. We are going to be us no matter where we go. But what I'm going to recommend for you is find out who you are.
Yes.
Take some time to find out who you are. We're about to move into a year of great contrast and change. If you don't know what you stand for, you will fall for what?
Anything.
Yes. So with that being said, please act accordingly, which means figure yourself out. And it's okay to buy yourself gifts for the holiday, just as you buy gifts for everybody else. You matter in that equation as well. Not just them versus you. You should be included in your gift giving as well. So if that means you do a spa treatment because you found a Groupon for a spa treatment, go get your spa treatment, honey child. If it's you, you want to buy a lightsaber because you've been looking to buy a lightsaber and you're really into Star Wars and that's all you want, and you know no one else is going to get it for you. You can buy that for yourself if you can afford it and it makes feasible sense. Do you know you? Be okay with all of you. Accept all of you, knowing that all of you is perfect because you are a masterpiece. And as you were saying, Esty, we do work in patterns. So that means that if we do not apply love the first time, that thing will come back to us another time to see if we're going to choose the same or we're going to choose different. And I recommend that you choose you and you choose the love of you because you keep score as well. Yes, your body keeps score, but you keep score against yourself as well. So be mindful of that. And remember that your story matters. You matter. Your existence on this earth in the now matters. And I'm appreciative of your presence in this time, space, reality right now. So I just want to thank you for coming to this live stream. Esty, I want to thank you for coming like with me. And we painted, girl. We
We
did it.
we
We
painted.
we did our big one. We did our big one. And I'm proud of us because for me, I'm not a painter like that, but I don't mind painting. And I love it because it allows me to process what I need to process. And at the end of the day, I will also say is that don't forget to pour the love into you that you would love to receive from others as well. And I'm gonna let Essie finish closing us out.
I am going to close us with this poem. This poem is called The Mirror. Have you ever taken a look at yourself? I mean, past the reflection. Have you ever really looked at you? I looked at myself today, and there was more than just a face. There were the broken dreams of the little girls who had been touched inappropriately by their older brother's friends. There was the self esteem of the chocolate girls who grew up with nappy hair, feeling like they needed to wear it straight to maybe be beautiful. There were the eyes of women who feared vulnerability because to give another person access to hurt them again seemed like insanity. I wanted to look away, but I stood in that bathroom mirror and stared at the dry bones of a nation of women who refused to allow old hurts and old fears to drive the car headed to their future. I saw the millions of women being healed by the love of the Father, being restored to who they were created to be. Cultivators, capturing vision and creating beautiful masterpieces on life's canvas. Have you ever stopped to take a look at yourself in the mirror? Please tell me, what do you see?
Girl, don't get me riffing. I see mirror. I see me. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I see me. Who is the fairest of them all? I'm not saying that I am better than another. All I am saying is that I deserve the love of myself too. I am saying that I should honor myself just as much as I honor that person that comes into my life like a fly by night and leaves just as fast. I deserve to be able to stand and speak in my divine oration. I deserve to be able to receive that love that I pour out so freely. I deserve to be able to joyously walk and talk and be free and merry, and that is okay without judgments from another. So, Mirror, I appreciate what I see. I see the God in you, and you see the God in me, and I love you. That's what I have to you, what you said.
I love it.
I loved your poem. That's I was like, oh, let me just add some just Sharente on the end of that because that was good.
Yes, because you have to, if you don't get nothing else out of this live that we did today,
Yes.
you have to be able to look at you, appreciate you, and love the skin that you are in. You are with you 24 hours of the day. You cannot escape yourself. So you've got to learn how to enjoy being you. Figure that out. Know who you are. Love who you are. Then, and only then, will you really be able to receive love from anybody else.
Until next time, I don't even know when the next time is. We'll talk, we'll chat, we'll vibe. But please know that I do have shorts scheduled all to next week. So check those out. They're all original shorts. And I'll also be posting when I'm giving advice to other people on my shorts. So if you ever need advice, know that you don't always have to ask on my live streams. You can ask in my comment section and I will make a dedicated video based off that question. People don't understand they can get that out of me, but you can if you ask the question in my comment section.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So if you guys have questions for Sharente, make sure you do that. If you are into writing and you would like to join me on the fourth Saturday of every month on Zoom, I hold a workshop called the Grave to Garden Experience. So this is for those who want to heal creatively through writing. You can find me on all the social platforms. I'm Estee Marie. You can find me there and you can grab the link and we will be meeting on Zoom on the fourth Saturday. I look forward to seeing you there.
Bye.